Hello everybody and welcome to our Saints game day here. My name is Jordan, otherwise known as J-Sauce, and I'm joined by Theo, the Holy Juan. How are you doing today?
Good. An exciting Wednesday evening. A couple of very fun matchups that we have ahead of us, and let's talk about it a little bit.
Absolutely. You could almost say today's kind of a Riot Games day, as we do have League of Legends and Valorant for today. We'll be getting to see both teams in playoffs here, and it'll be our varsity League of Legends squad to kind of start it off.
Yeah, it'll be our varsity team taking on Ball State, I believe, and should be a very close first round matchup. Our Saints yesterday unfortunately fell close to making the semifinals, but lost 2-1. So today they're going to look to bounce back with a bit of a stronger performance and get a good start off to the playoffs.
Absolutely. And then for Valorant, we have our Academy squad on stream tonight. They are going to be playing in the NACE playoffs. It is their first round, and same thing there, close team that they're going to be playing, which will be Seattle University. Both teams have won 6. Seattle did have a bye round there, but we do have some brackets ready. We'll take a look at the League of Legends one first and take a look at the other matches that will be happening in the NECC Legends playoffs. So as we could see in we are in round 2 here. Our Saints did have to forfeit that first round, if I'm not mistaken, and Ball State also unfortunately did not win their first round, so now both teams in round 2, and it'll be kind of a close one there as well.
Yeah, and they will be taking on the winner of the loser of match 7, whatever that is going to be right there. They're going to be playing the loser of Ole Miss and Fisher Falcons. So whatever team wins is in for a tough matchup after this one. And yeah, hopefully our Saints, as we said, can get off to a strong start. Did have to affect that first game. Not too sure why. Don't have all the details, but they're here today. They're here to play. They're here to win, and hopefully they can do that.
Absolutely. And then we also have our Valorant playoff bracket as well. We'll take a look at that. They are in the first round, if I'm not mistaken. So getting this playoffs kind of started here. We will see that they are going in Seattle University tonight. And they will be, if they win tonight, they will be playing the winner between Ball State and TME Blue. So some familiar names there.
Yeah.
Which will
Ball
be
State
also, yeah.
Is, we're playing them in League today. Could be playing them in Valorant in just a couple of days. So maybe a bit of a little rivalry going to happen between both schools here.
Absolutely. And then looking at the rest of the matches, we see a lot of familiar names there. Northwood University, one of the better teams within Valorant here in NACE, I should say. And we could have a chance to play them in semifinals. And then looking at the lower half of this side of the bracket, we do also see Winthrop University, which has been a very familiar name around here as well.
Yeah, Winthrop, a very strong team. Northwood, a very strong team. A lot of strong teams. It is playoffs. It's the most exciting time of the year for all these collegiate players, as so much action, many leagues happening across the board, and this is when they need to be playing in their best form. This is when they need to be on top of their game. Now is no time to let off. They've worked their whole seasons to make it to the playoffs, and now is the time to show off all the hard work they put in is going to be on full display.
Absolutely. So for Valorant here, the past couple of matches within the NACE League have just been incredible. Like I said, they are 6-1 right now, doing a great job, having only lost their last game to Carleton Ravens varsity squad over at Carleton University. Otherwise, wins all around the board. A lot of 2-0s up there. Not too many game 3s. So strong team here today. I'm excited to watch that one.
Yeah, our Saints varsity team is really strong. Academy team this year has been on absolute fire as well. Absolutely stomping the regular season, only losing that one matchup to finish it off. So they're feeling good about themselves for sure. They're a high energy team, and if they can get the ball rolling early, it should be a fun series to watch.
Absolutely. Now in both games too, Riot really loves to do this, but they have stuck a couple new updates into the game very recently. So with Valorant, they did have a very recent change to Deadlock. So her GravNet has been updated a little bit. Jet got a couple of animation upgrades. Reyna has. Oh, and those are in Team Deathmatch.
Yeah.
And then in League of Legends too, I believe we also have a very recent patch.
Little patch.
Not quite sure if it'll affect any of our players here today. It looks like Briar, Graves, Cassante, Cassidy, Nyla, Sanina,
Senna.
Senna, and
Tom Kench and
Tom Kench
Ziggs.
and Ziggs have all received nerfs of some sort, which not too sure. Haven't really seen those being picked up by our Saints lately.
I
Not
mean,
all of them.
Cassante is like the biggest champ there that you see in pro play all the
For
time.
sure.
All the other changes are mostly for solo queue. And we saw the buffs, Mundo and Ramis, two champs that we really don't see at the highest level of play either. So maybe those little buffs could help them out a little bit. We saw some adjustment as well. I think Brand got some more minion damage in the jungle, but I don't think we're gonna seeing a Brand jungle. We did see one from our Academy League of Legends team one time this year, and they did win. So maybe our Saints, the varsity roster, might be looking for some interesting strategies. But yeah, not the biggest patch there. I don't think it'll affect too much. Cassante getting some nerfs. The champ's always going to be good. It's hard to really put him into the dirt. So she'll be seeing pretty similar drafts to what we've been seeing for the past few weeks.
Absolutely. As we can see here, we got all the different nerfs, especially for Cassante.
Who's that? Janna.
Janna as well.
Bit of a rework. Got some looks like buffs overall. Everything is going up, it feels like. And Janna's got a bit of a overhaul, it feels like, on her whole kit. Seems just like a lot of buffs on Janna, so maybe we'll see a Janna. She's a very niche pick, and yeah, hopefully our Saints can maybe figure out a strategy they have with a Janna. We see Cassidy got some nerfs. Weird, he wasn't really performing too well. Nyla got some nerfs, was very strong in lane, and could just snowball ball lane, but with this nerfs will be a bit harder. Ramus got some buffs on his armor, so good for Ramus, a bit more tanky. Senna got some nerfs, I believe.
Yep.
Yeah, Senna was really strong in the bot lane, especially if you were fasting on her, not farming with like a Tom Kench or something, perhaps. So was a very, very good pick, but players were a bit hesitant to pick it up. It's hard to play, having to keep that distance between you and the enemies. If they get on you, they insta-kill you. So
Yeah.
a hard champ to play, getting some nerfs as well. It was very strong in the right hands, but pretty interesting patch. I don't think it'll affect the meta too much.
Absolutely. But yeah, close games for both teams here today. I'm really looking forward to that Valorant, seeing as both teams have both won 6 matches as well. Seattle did have a bye run, so they've actually played 1 game less in total than the Saints. So possible little experience difference there. We'll see that today. And then as far as League of Legends goes, our Saints being 5-2 and Ball State being 4-3, so very close in those standings as well.
Yeah, I'm not too sure of our starting lineup. Do you have any idea of our starting lineup? I'm not too sure.
Not too sure for today.
We see our lineup flip for the League of Legends team quite often. We'll see new players coming all the time, but playoff time, I think our Saints are gonna put together the strongest roster possible. So let's just talk about predictions a little bit. What do you think in each game, Valorant and League of Legends? How do you think we'll do today?
For League of Legends, it'll be tough to kind of tell until we see this first game and kind of see if our Saints are able to kind of roll through or if it'll be a battle. But I feel like with League of Legends, we might see that game 3 going 2-1, hopefully in our Saints' favor, just because both teams now in the having already lost 1 match, do not really want to keep losing anymore. So it'll be very important for both teams to try and win today. But for Valorant, I also kind of see a map 3 possibility for today. Hopefully our Saints win 2-1 in that one as well.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with you on the Valorant part, but on the League of Legends side, I hope our Saints can get a 2-0 lead today. I think if they have a good first game, they can keep their mental on point. I think they can take it down. So, yeah, there's our predictions. We got Saints across the board. We know how good our teams are. We just want to see them perform up to par. And we're going to be going into draft soon. But before we do that, what champion do you hope to see, like an off-meta pick here in the draft? That you just think, like, oh, if this was picked, it would be so awesome.
I feel like I'd have to go with picks that are mostly champions I like to see. So personally, I do like Brand, which we did talk about a little bit, but also maybe Twitch just for fun in there.
I mean, Twitch needs the right circumstances. It
Yeah,
feels
yeah.
like hasn't been played too often. Pretty hard champ to play, but in the late game, so deadly. It's just getting to that late game is it's a crucial part, especially in League of Legends right now. It's so slow ball favored. If you can
Yeah.
have that strong bot lane, play for those dragons, scaling doesn't even matter because you just win the game in 20 minutes, and it feels really good. So you need those power picks. The meta's the meta for a reason.
For sure.
And yeah, I'm excited to get the show on the road.
Absolutely. Do you have any picks you're looking for, hoping to see
Any
tonight?
picks? You know what? I'm a Samira one trick in Emerald, so the only pick I would be excited for is Samira. But I want to see Maddie on the Lilia. That's his signature pick.
Yeah.
I think he's so good on that champ, and the champ's just undervalued. I feel like it's really good. So if it's not banned out, I wouldn't be surprised if Maddie was picking up the Lilia today. And
Absolutely.
we're getting into draft, I believe, in just a second. So let's see what we're gonna get going here. The Saints are on red side, and
Ball State.
Ball State is on blue side. Ball State's gonna ban out Rel with that first pick. They saw Maddie on the Rel. They want to see him on it again, as Saints are gonna choose to ban out the Ziggs.
Yeah, getting underway here. We are going to see the next ban come out from Ball State. It'll be interesting to see. And Tristana. It's hard to tell some of these character
Yeah, Tristana
icons.
and Fiora.
Fiora as well, kind of interesting there. But Tristana definitely being a favored pick for a lot of teams recently.
Well, Rock Boom has been known as a Tristana player in the past. He's so good on that champ. We see a lot of teams ban it out, but he's expanded his champ pool pretty well. So a lot of picks that he can still pick up. Let's see what the side of Ball State want to ban out with their last ban. They're thinking deeply about this. They weren't expecting maybe these bans from St. Clair. And there is the Senna. Saints insta-banning the Jarvan. So Saints, you could tell, have a plan in order. They know what kind of draft they want to play. Ball State taking their time a little bit. Maybe not too sure on what to do. Let's see what they pick with the first pick here. I think we might see either a jungler or a mid laner here.
Yeah, absolutely. That Jarvan ban, though, quite popular. I've seen that quite a bit in recent games, too. So Saint on both sides, Saints banning him before. And here we go, first pick, Rakan there for, I'm going to change it up. Jinx, interesting.
Very interesting first pick. A very scale-heavy type of ADC. Let's see what the Saints can go here. Obviously, Jinx so good with like a Lulu or a Nautilus, so maybe Saints want to choose to counterpick some here in lane. Something good into Jinx is something that's really strong early game, but Saints are maybe going to wait out on that a little bit. They're going to maybe choose to go with the Jace here, which is either mid or top lane, and it is going to be locked in. I'm not too sure of the rosters just yet, so I'm not too sure who's playing what, but I did see Bakery Boy up there. He could be playing either top lane or mid lane, and he could play that Jace in either role.
Absolutely. Hopefully, I know we got quite a few, like you said, we have quite a few that could switch up. Here we go, they got the Callista pick now. Looks like it's going to be locked in there on the side of the Saints as well.
Yeah, Callista, very strong early game. Is going to be able to have prio over Jinx basically the whole early game. So a good aggressive pick there from the Saints. Going to look to play around the bot lane now. Ball State can choose to counterpick with anything. I wouldn't be surprised to see a Lulu here, as Jinx is so good with her. Could also see Nautilus, Alistar. We're going to see just a Renekton to go into that Jace, but both champs, Jace and Renekton, can be flexed mid and top, so it's a very good pickup for them. Renekton just such a strong champ, always will be. So simple to play, and just has really good stats.
Absolutely, especially for top lane, definitely can be something to help lock down up there and get things rolling. We are going to see the next brand. There we go.
You wanted to see it, and they pick it.
I cannot wait now. Ball State is going to lock in Brand here, which will be interesting. We'll see if that ends up being their jungler there. And maybe he's going to utilize the buff to minion damage for this game.
Yeah, that's a very off-meta pickup, an exciting one at that by Ball State. I'm happy to see it. I think the Saints are very confused now. They have no idea what to do. They're just going to lock in Viego just like that. And we're going to be going over to the picks, the bans, the second bans of the draft. So far, what draft are you liking more?
Well, I mean, like you said, this Ball State draft is quite interesting. It'll be. I wonder if they've got some interesting trick up their sleeve, something maybe
Oh,
they've
they
been
do.
practicing. But yeah, Saints kind of almost it's like they have to figure out what they want to do. Alistair going to be that first ban now for St. Clair College there, and we're going to see if Ball State has something that they are going to continue to dampen the Saints with.
I'm surprised Saints didn't pick up Lilia this game. It looks pretty decent. You know, you have Callista Jace already. You could lock in that Lilia for AP. I don't think it would have been the worst pickup, but they choose to go to Viego as Saints ban out Alistar. Ball State are going to ban out Renata Glosk as it's so good with that Callista. They don't want to play into it. Let's see what Saints are going to ban here for the second ban. The side of Ball State needs some engage because they do have Renekton, but they need a tanky support. So the Alistar
sure.
ban's good. I wouldn't even be. It wouldn't be crazy to not ban out like a Nautilus here either, or a Thresh, to give not give Jinx that security, that safety, which is
Yeah.
a good ban. And let's see what the side of Ball State want to ban out now.
Absolutely. Saints kind of have, within the bans, have been able to kind of dampen that Jinx, like you said, which will be good. But now Ball State probably going to be looking to do the same here and try to figure out what kind of combinations the Saints could possibly come up
There's
with.
a Nautilus.
Nautilus.
They're
And
gonna ban it.
very common kind of ban pick. I feel like I've seen the Saints pick up that Nautilus and do some incredible work with them. Orianna going to be the next pick for the Saints now, and that's been quite a common pick as well.
Yeah, Orianna being very strong in the meta, and it's very easy to blind pick. There's basically no counters to it at the time. Just a bit overtuned Orianna is, but it is a mage meta currently in the mid lane. We might see a Yone picked up here from Ball State, as it could go mid lane, as they do have that Renekton, and there it is. It's gonna be locked in. That's a Ball State going for a very exciting draft. I like to see it. Saints definitely, if I had to guess, are not prepared for this too much. But there's a reason why Brand isn't getting played every game. He does have a lot of weaknesses, but if played perfectly, can put out such immense damage.
Absolutely. And then as for the rest, oh, here we go. They are going to put Rakan in as their last pick. Someone who we just saw, I believe, got a buff. Or was it a nerf in?
Probably a nerf. He was been strong for a while.
It looks like, yes, I believe you are correct. He just got that nerf. And on the side of the Saints, they're going to lock in Leona as their final pick. And here we have the two rosters for the teams. What are we thinking?
Yeah, I mean, I just think it's more on preparation. If Saints are ready to play against a Brand, against a Yone Renekton, then they should be good. But the side of Ball State, they do have that Jinx. If they can just all in the target the Renekton and Yone stun up with the Rakan charm, it could be anyone on the Saints. If Jinx gets one reset in that team fight, could be very deadly for them. So I think both drafts are pretty interesting. I don't think there's a very clear winner. It's just going to be whoever can play better, the team compositions wise, will take this game one.
Absolutely. I'm curious to see what Ball State does with their draft, especially with those interesting picks there. I do not believe that they have someone to kind of pair with that Jinx quite well, so we'll see how they...
Rakan's always good.
Of course. Yeah, that's very true. So we'll see how that goes, but we are going to send it to a quick break before we get into the game, so don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with some League of Legends. And welcome back. We are getting right into our first game of League here as we are getting underway. Minions are about to start spawning, and now we are going to see how these lineups play into effect here. And we got our lineups for today. So for the Saints, we have Bakery Boy, Maddie, Zephyrot, Rockboom, and Bosk for the side of our Saints. And for Ball State University, we have Silk Flannel, Barcode, WBG Blaster, Gerald, and Quokka today.
Yeah, first side of the Saints, we see Bakery Boy back in top lane. He was in the mid lane yesterday, so back on that Jason top lane. Maddie on the Viego in the jungle, Zephyra got the Orianna, and Biscotti Rockroom in the ball lane on that strong combo. It should be a pretty quiet early game, considering the fact you have Orianna, who usually won't have prio, and this Jace will be in a bit of a prio position as well on the top, and this Renekton will struggle to walk up. The ball lane is going to be the focal point of this game. If a Rockboom can find anything early with Biscotti, it would be huge for them. And just a bit of trading going on in the early game. They hit level 2 second, so playing a bit of a risky game, but hit level 2 right away as well, so not too much going to happen just yet.
Absolutely. I'm really curious to see what this brand does today. Very interesting pick, and can't wait to see how Ball State University incorporates that in here.
Biscotti able to dodge that Jinx W and not going to take too much damage there after he missed his own E. As we're going to see Maddie going for the invade, but here's going to be the fight 2v2 in the ball lane. It's a great start for the Saints. Rakan didn't even use his W there. Great trade from the Saints. As we're going to see Maddie invading this brand. This is exactly what you want to do. And this could be first blood over to Maddie, but he won't be able to chase down and get the kill just yet. Does hit that second Q. That's going to be a Dark Harvest proc for the brand. But now the Jace is coming to help him. Bakery Boy helping out his Viego. So Saints playing this early game perfectly. There's going to be another hook hit from Biscotti, and that should be first blood going over to Rock with beautiful flash over the Rakan W. And the Saints are getting off to a very hot start, getting first blood down in ball lane and also stealing away all of the brand's jungle camps.
Absolutely. Saints, like you said, starting it off strong here, taking that first blood. Way to kind of set the tone here for Ball State and show them what they've got in store. And now we can see Bakery Boy and Silk Flannel just kind of taking a little shots at each other, but nothing too serious, whereas that bottom lane is kind of getting a little bit lit up there. Mid lane here, though, looks like we're going to have a couple people come together. The brand gets the stun off. It's going to be able to find Zephyrot there. Great pick to start for them, too, in that mid lane. It looks like they are going to converge over by Dragon here now, too, and start something up as Biscotti is getting stunned. It's going to be backed up there by Maddie. He will be able to get away, but Maddie kind of getting chased down here.
It's not the worst for the Saints, but that was a great play by the brand and the Yone. Both just predicting with their flashes where Zephyra was going to go, and he does go down. Is able to TP back to lane, however, so he doesn't lose too much. Just a bit of gold going over to that Yone. But Yone could be such a strong pick here, able to do so much into the comp of the Saints. If he gets ahead, it will be a rough game for them. Orianna, though, going to be able to do pretty well in the laning phase here as Yone struggles to walk up to last hit, but he's going to get some good poke there. And in the end of the day, Zephyrot is going to be up CS. There's going to be a huge wave here in top lane, but Brand is not here to dive that, so Bakery Boy will just collect this wave, has his TP as well, might back and choose to TP back, doesn't have too much mana there. And then ball lane, Rockboom with a nice little 10 CS lead as the Renekton's going to stop the base here. Let's see if the Saints can get another fight in 2v2. This is their strong point here, but Maddie is all the way up in top side, both junglers up in top side, so maybe looking to fight towards the top side of the map just a little bit more.
Absolutely, is they really want to try to push this 2v2 here, try to get something going. And in mid, again, just kind of back and forth here. Zephyrot trying to find a pick onto Blaster there. Just anything he can do to whittle him away here. Biscotti and Rockboom still around this bottom, having a little fun with these guys down here. He's going to be able to get him there, start the 2v2 off right, getting a couple picks. In mid 2, we're going to see Blaster start to take away a lot of Zephyrot's health there, but he is able to back up and recover there. This bottom lane, this 2v2 is very intriguing.
Yeah, Rockboom has to be careful. He does not have flash, so one Rakan W and he could be in some trouble. He is up a level, so up a lot on that XP and up 15, 16 CS now. Biscotti maybe gonna look for a hook here. No, not gonna find it. Gonna burn the Hex Flash, but that's not the biggest deal as Saints have prio. They should look to maybe try and take this Dragon early, but this Brand is looking mid again. Can he find the Orianna? There's the Yone ult. He should go down. Yes, there it goes. A very nice combo there from the side of Ball State, and Saints just haven't been able to answer anything in mid lane. They're playing for this Yone Brand to carry, just kind of sacking their bot lane, and you know, after a bit of a rough start, they're still down gold with that kill. They're going to be able to pick up the Dragon here, however, so it's good overall. Objectives are a bit more important than just one kill in the mid lane, so Saints maybe not going to be too happy they're getting picked off, but going to be very happy with what's happening down in the bot lane.
Absolutely here. And it looks like Quokka he's going to mess up the
Biscotti's dead
there, but yeah, unfortunately he has
flash.
now been caught in a 2v1. Maddie going to try to back him up here. He is going to be able to make it to him, give him that support, and hopefully they'll both be able to retreat there, which they will. Up in top lane, Bakery Boy and Silk Flannel still kind of going at it here, back and forth. Each have taken off a little chunk of each other, and looking to do some more damage.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard to get a solo kill on either side here, but Bakery Boy playing these trades pretty well. Silk kind of losing a lot of HP, but Renekton so good in that laning phase, is able to sustain, is able to just take huge advantage trades. So Bakery Boy needing to play this lane very, very well in order to stay ahead, and he has done so far. Also helped us Viego in the early game to get that invade of. It was a very important part, as Bakery Boy is gonna get another nice trade up in top lane. Silk Flannel maybe going a bit too deep. Is Bakery Boy going to look for the solo kill? He does have the flash, but Silk Flannel still has his ultimate and flash. Bit of a misplay there on the trade, so very good for Bakery Boy. He's going to be an all-in though, coming out from Silk Flannel, but Bakery Boy is just going to one-shot him. A very, very interesting play there by the Renekton. Kind of just felt like after making the misplay, had to make a play, as Biscotti is going to find the Jinx here. It's going to be the flash and the Ghost coming out, but Biscotti able to find that stun as well, and the Saints will pick up yet another kill in the bot lane. Rakan is just nowhere to be seen, as Saints pushing their advantage well, and after losing a couple kills in mid, able to find things around other sides of the map.
Absolutely. It looks like they're going to take the Rift Herald here as well. That will be a very good pickup for Saints here, as they're able to grab that, and with very little congestion as well. In the middle lane, we're going to see Zephyr and Blaster still going at it, though. At any moment, though, Viego might step in here. Maddie looking to help him out. He should come in anytime soon now.
Oh, good
Zephyr losing a good amount of health.
They kill him.
Blaster able to get out, but he's not going to be able to escape Maddie, and he's going to be slain. Next, we got the Brand coming in.
Oh, he missed the W.
Almost finish off a great combo there. He's going to be able to get away, and Saints take off another pick there.
Very good for the Saints. They're able to find another kill. They also picked up the Rift Herald, so that gold lead is going to start to grow to more and more. It's going to be another trade up in the top lane, but Bakery Boy now so far ahead, not looking too scared. Rockboom all by his lonesome in the ball lane. Rakan is going to find him. Can he find the W? No, that's going to be just both summoners coming up from Rockboom to collect this massive wave. A bit of a misplay there, but did get both of the summoners of the Rakan out as well, so not the worst, as Bakery Boy walking up way too far here. Is going to get, oh no, he's going to dodge out the stun from the Brand, but I think that flash is just a waste of a summoner, as he will most likely die here. Yes, there it is. Renekton will take it. Probably should give it over to the Brand, but good kill for Ball State University, and now they're trying to crawl their way back into this game.
Absolutely, very close, as we talked about. We're going to see Blaster here try to get up and start to take away at that first mid turret, making some good progress, as our Rockboom and Biscotti here. They're going to receive a little bit of pushback here from Quokka and Gerald, who are able to get them off of that, but a lot of good progress there. It looks like Zephyr going to try to make a move on Blaster. 2v1 here. He is going to be able to get out there, but not for very long, as he gets stunned, and just one shot away, he will be taken out by Zephyr. Another incredible pick in that mid lane, just putting in the work there.
Yeah, Blaster playing way too aggressively here, and the Saints able to find him there. Maddie does burn the flash, but does find the kill. And that's going to put Zephyr a good amount ahead, as I don't know if they know that Leona's here. They're going to look for the kill onto Rockboom, but he's just going to get out. He does get stunned up, but Brand's on 1 HP. Oh, does so much damage to Rockboom, though, and he does go down. Can they find the kill onto Leona as well? No, they won't. Rockboom getting stunned up by that Rakan proved so crucial. They do lose that fight in ball lane, but everywhere else around the map, St. Clair are winning. They're going to get the Rift Herald down in mid lane as Jinx is going to look for a kill here. Maddie on very low HP on his Raptors. Going to be taking those with ease, but they did drop their Rift Herald down in mid lane. giving more gold to that Orianna is always a great idea, but this Jinx is going to become more and more scary. Still has 0 kills, down a lot of CS, but the longer this game goes, the scarier this Jinx is going to become.
Absolutely, that bottom lane turret getting shredded there. Looks like it might be the first turret to go here, but we are going to see both of those bottom laners return back to the Nexus, try to buy up a little more as they have earned quite a bit of gold here. And here we go, Bakery Boy gonna look to do something, but he doesn't see Blaster coming up the side here. Or sorry, yeah, he doesn't see Blaster coming up the side here. It's gonna turn into a 2v1 and he's stuck on the wrong side of this. And he will be going down here to Blaster. Incredible flank there through the river and up to make that a 2v1.
What is Rakan doing here? He's playing very aggressive. He's going to look to just all in the Orianna here, but he does not have his W just yet. And just kind of wastes his ultimate. But Scary, though, going to play very aggressively, going to dodge the brand Q and will not go down. If that hit, he was dead for sure. But it is second dragon up right now. Saints have the Yone ult and do have him coming back alongside Renekton. Bakery Boy has that TP if he needs to come here, but it looks like the side of Ball State are just going to give this one. Kalista so good at securing those dragons, but Yone is going to go in here. He's going to maybe look for something. No, the side of Saints get another dragon, uncontested, but Biscotti is going to be forced to burn his flash here. No, he's going to go all in. Huge shockwave coming out there from the Saints, and that's going to be a 1-for-1. Can Rock Boom find the kill onto Yone here? Zephyrot's going to pick it up, and with a huge shockwave, Saints are able to blow this game open just a little bit.
Quokka going to be able to just narrowly escape here from that jungle. He was getting chased down, but Rockboom now looking to engage Gerald, but it's going to turn into a 2v1 quickly as Quokka will pull up here. They're going to try to find him right here. Oh, massive damage there. Goes down. They are going to chase. And it looks like Rockboom will be taken out here, but Maddie coming up from behind. He's going to be able to almost find Quokka there. But now they did find him. And now pushing up onto Gerald, who will also be taken out very quickly by the Saints. And Maddie on a killing spree, just dominating right now.
Yeah, I mean, they played the dive well, but Quokka with a huge misplay, walking up way too far, taking an extra couple tower shot hits, and gives the reset over to Viego, which is the reason his Jinx died. If he just kind of lived instead of going back in, it would have been really good for the side of Ball State, but it didn't happen. Saints now very far ahead as Maddie does have a shutdown. Zephyrot has a shutdown as well, but the side of Ball State, Brand has his Leandries, and you can see Yone with the Kraken Slayer, so a lot of damage on both sides, and it's going to be a 1v1 trade in the top lane here. Renekton doing so much damage, but doesn't have his Mythic. Jace, on the other hand, does he have the Yomus, I think? Is that what he has? It's a very interesting pickup if it is.
Yeah.
And you don't see that too often, but he's going for the lethality build this game, going to go into Man Immune second, I believe, with that tier. Now the Rift Herald is going to be spawning up in 18 seconds. Saints are going to look to take this one with the Kalista as enemy Jinx is all the way down in ball lane. Quokka has to be careful not to go down here as Maddie's going to go for the stun. It's going to get dashed away as Zephyrot doing so much damage already. He's going to chunk out this ADC. This Jinx just can't walk up to the lane. Bakery Boy has to be a little bit careful. Zephyrot's going to take a tower shot, but it's not the biggest deal as he has the prio in the ball lane. Does also have that TP in just a few seconds, so this should be another very easy objective for the side of the Saints, and it looks like Ball State are giving it.
Absolutely. They haven't quite contested any of the Rift Herald or Dragon battles so far, so Saints have just been kind of given those throughout this whole game, and another Rift Herald in the pocket always helps. And now we are going to see on the top of our screen, we have Valorant coming in, and St. Clair College, our academy team, is up 1-0. The first map is Sunset, once again on this new map. Very, very interesting, and it'll be curious to see how they continue through here, especially with this map being played more and more every game.
Yeah, our Saints getting off to a strong start with the pistols are going to be able to hopefully convert the second round. It's a very slow round though from both sides. They do have the weapon advantages, so Canadians going to find the first pick. Seattle are going to look to push through mid here heavy, but Saints are able to play it slow. It's going to be Jello here finding some shots onto mid. Their new meta knows the enemies are. Jello picks up one. New meta can just walk up, will find one. Canadian does go down to a Sheriff. So that's a good pick for Seattle, but this raises on 1 HP. Viper chillin', almost gets caught looking the wrong way, but it's gonna find him on the entry, finds 2, and Scrubby should be able to pick this player up, isn't able to find it, but it is a 4-on-1. Saints know exactly where he is. Pairs is gonna have to pull up a pair of shots here, but misses every single one, and New Meta picks him up just like that. Saints dropping only 1 member will take a 2-0 lead and look to get the bonus round here.
Absolutely incredible first 2 rounds here by the Saints, doing what they do best, which is take these rounds, get the strong eco advantage, and Seattle, even though they are able to fully buy here, using up all their money to do so.
Yeah, I mean, this is how Valorant usually works. You win the pistol round, you win the second round, third round, you get those buys in. If Saints can win this one, they can blow this lead open to like 5-0, 6-0, 7-0. Let's see what the plan is going to be here as Chillin' with that Sheriff is going to peek out onto B side alone. Saints deciding to push up mid pretty aggressively into the spawn of Seattle, but Seattle are going to be making their way onto B, and this is surely calm from inside the Saints. We can see the flank coming out from Canadian will be huge. Scrubby is going to have to go massive with the Bulldog. That's a great shot from Numb onto Chill, and that's going to be the entry frag that they need. Scrubby is able to find 1. Can he TP out? Yes, he does. Oh, and he finds the pick onto the Raze. Huge job by Scrubby. They're able to find 2, and now Saints are looking very alive in this round. He's going to be the flank coming out from Canadian. Does he have any idea? There's someone in the smoke. He's going to find 1. He knows where the other 2 members are. Finds 2. Can he find the 3rd? Yes, there it is. Canadian able to find 3 on the flank, and Saints with a very, very strong start in this game, looking to blow this game wide open.
Absolutely incredible play there by Canadian, but also more impressively Scrubby there with that TP to get out, runs right into the Raze and is able to flick on and take out for the double kill while at like 30 HP. So just absolutely incredible by Scrubby there. But then, yeah, one shot it by all means, and then Canadian walking with that triple there on the flank there. So incredible, and the Saints Academy really showing what they have right now.
Yeah, Seattle are going to be drained for economy and probably mentally wise as well, losing that round to such a great play from Scrubby. Must not feel the best, as it's going to be a default play coming out from Seattle. Our Saints are going to play it a bit slow. They do have the weapon advantage. They don't need to take any risky fights, as New Meta in a very dangerous position. Doesn't know that all the members of Seattle are in mid, but Seattle are just praying one of the Saints makes a misstep, as Canadian sitting in the back here with the smoke. Jello does hear a shot come out. Will he peek mid? No, he'll just take his time and hold his angle, and the Saints don't need to push. Seattle have a minute left and the spike's still down in their spawn.
Absolutely. They are going to need to start getting a little aggressive here. Chillin' with another incredible wall to help control that mid lane. He's done such a great job on Viper before, and he'll continue to do it. We are going to see a little bit of a peek come out here from Canadian. He's going to find 1 there on the Invu and take out the Raze. He will kind of walk into that stun. He does have a showstopper ready for any moment now. He's going to find 1 on a Kuon. The random spray, he will pick up 1 more before being taken out. Absolutely incredible. And they will have a way to walk on a site, but Jello going to find those final 2 there in quick succession. Just absolutely, once again, incredible plays by Canadian.
Yeah, great shots there from all the Saints. There's the 4-0 lead. This is Seattle's chance now with these Vandals to maybe start a comeback, but Canadian does have his showstopper and he is holding A. The side of Seattle definitely don't want to be pushing that as a very dangerous ultimate. They do have the Omen and the Cypher ultimate of their own. So yeah, there is that. Saints Academy looking very strong on the Valorant side. Let's look back at League of Legends. We're getting a bit into the later parts of the game. 20 minutes into the game, Saints up 3,000 gold from what it looks like, and up 3 dragons. So able to play around the bot lane just how they wanted to get those early dragons. They were able to do so, as we're gonna see this Jinx only has a Storm Razor. You can see Rock Boom with the Blade of the Ruined King and the Rage Blade so strong. Zephyr, after a bit of a rough start, getting 2 items on the Orianna. We're gonna see Yone as well with that Hullbreaker 2nd item, a very, very popular build now. Split push demon he becomes with that, as that's a very interesting pickup. We can see Maddie with 4 kills, only has a Kraken Slayer, as Brand is sitting on 2 items, and Renekton not looking too good against Bakery Boy up in that top lane, and there's going to be a fight coming down here. I think this Renekton is as good as dead as Bosketti's going to come up to help Bakery Boy. He's going to take a lot of damage. Here's the Jinx Rocket. Bakery Boy on 1 HP. It's going to go down. Can Boschetti find the return kill on the Renekton? No, he won't be able to. And just like that, the side of Ball State find 2 huge kills, but they won't be able to find anything off it. The Dragon is up in a minute 30. Rock Boom is maybe looking for something very, very dangerous here. If the Renekton finds 1 stun on him, Rock Boom will insta-die because the CC chain will be there. But Matty is coming over to help him out. Does he have any idea that the Brand still stayed? He's going to be flash queued on. Huge play by the Brand, but it's going to be a flash away by Rock Boom. TP's coming out from both sides. There's going to be the Yone ult onto Rock Boom, but he's going to survive. And Blaster will surely go down here over to Matty. Flashes away from him, misses the Q. Great sidestep by Matty there, and Rock Boom picks up the kill. Huge shockwave takes down Renekton, and now Ball State are on the run.
Absolutely incredible plays here, and it does not stop as the rest of the team is in the spot lane trying to find some picks here. And Matty on low HP, they are going to look for it, but he's able to back off here. Goku going to move in on Zephyrod, try to find that quick shot onto him, but not quite going to work. Stun onto Bakery Boy there. He is going to be, oh my gosh, in a quick turn of events, Zephyrod able to get a double kill there. And Bakery Boy with a double as well. He has ace now, and Saints are going to roll through the jungle of bottom here and walk straight onto bases. All of Ball State has been wiped and just starting to respawn.
Yeah, and that should be the game. Saints should be able to pick up Soul off this and up 6k gold. It's just going to be so hard for the side of Ball State. They have a comp where they need to be either ahead or even to win, and being behind makes this game so hard, especially when you have only carry pick champs on your team. You don't have a tank that's just like, oh, I'm really tanky, I don't really need to do much but get CC down. You have the Yone, Brand, Renekton, Jinx. Like, the Rakan isn't too tanky. He's gonna get 1 popped, only being level 9. You can see Zephyrod is level 14 on the Orianna, like a couple ability cooldowns, and he will go down. But we're gonna see one final fight, one last chance from Ball State here. I think if the Saints can take this one, they're gonna get the Soul, they're gonna get the Baron, and they're gonna end the game. But the side of Ball State have to fight this Dragon. They can't let it up, and Boschetti is playing very aggressive here. They do just instantly burn the Dragon. There's a huge shockwave, and there's the combo coming up from the Saints. Brand drops, Renekton drops. Are they going to be able to chase down this Rakan? Matty, 1 more Q should take him down. He missed it, but I guess the auto, that's going to be the reset. He's going to be chasing down that Jinx for sure on the Rakan. Is he going to R on top of her? He should. There it is. Finds the stun, finds an auto. Where's the Q? 1 more auto, and we will take down Jinx. It's going to be just Yone left, but Bakery Boy so far ahead already. Should be able to one-shot him even through the whole breaker. Yone misses the Q, and there is the ace for the Saints. They're on the Baron, and they're looking to finish this game very quickly.
Absolutely incredible playing by the Saints here. That is 2 team wipes in a row. Ball State has just not been able to compete with them here, especially in this late game. The builds have just been incredibly well thought out and played out here, and I think, as far as I can tell, on the side of Ball State, a lot of very just standard meta picks as far as items, whereas Saints have been able to have more creative builds that have helped them out.
Baker Boy forced to flash out and use his Yomus is going to get stunned up, but he has just too much movement speed on the Jace, and he's just going to walk it off. That's going to be the ultimate traded for the flash there, as it's not the worst for the side of Ball State, but being 10k gold behind the Saints with this Baron, Orianna is on 3 items with the fully stacked tier. Yone is so fed with 2 items. Rock Boom's creeping up on 3 items. And Bakery Boy as well creeping up on 3 items. This is going to be the game-ending push, I believe. Let's see what our Saints can do. Yes, this Brand is here, but he's only level 12. Matty's level 15. Just getting hard outplayed in the jungle, especially in that early game when he got his whole jungle stolen. There's going to be a little bit of an attempt coming up from Ball State, but you could just see they do absolutely no damage to the mountain, so all the Saints are on full HP. And this cannon turret, this cannon minion is just going to be taking this turret very slowly. Yone forced uses E to get that one, but mid wave's crashing, top wave's crashing. Oh my goodness, Zephra with a one-shot onto Barcode there. Brand goes down, and this can be the fight opening up for the Saints here. Boschetti going in, finds a huge stun there onto the Yone. Can they find the follow-up here? Very low HP on Boschetti. Yone finding so much. Can they find the cleanup kills? Jinx is gonna get a reset, but the rest of Ball State is going down. This will surely be the game. Saints are gonna march this one down in the top lane. They're definitely gonna pick up this Jinx. Boschetti slams slams it down, and Maddie in the spawn's gonna pick up the Rakan. There's another ace for the side of the Saints, and just like that, they will take game 1 against Ball State University.
Absolutely incredible playing from the Saints here, able to just wipe this team perfectly over and over and over again. Brand gonna try to make one last ditch effort to get in here, but it is not going to help at all as he is quickly taken right back out, and that is game 1 for the Saints.
That's gonna go in the books, and the Saints are gonna be very happy with that performance. But enough said about League of Legends for now. Our Saints on the Valorant side, our Academy team, are up 6-1 against Seattle. A quick little reminder, if you want to watch just the Valorant game without our commentary, without any interruptions, it is on Saints Academy CA. So go over there for some non-stop action. And we're going to be flipping between both games, you know, playoff times, most exciting times, don't want to miss out on any action. So we're going to see what our Saints can do here with the 6-1 lead.
Absolutely. They've got economy locked down right now, saving so much, have a couple more buys in play. Seattle here, though, it looks like they're going to go for this mid push. It has been their kind of route of option. Hasn't quite fully paid off for them quite yet, so it is going to be a little bit of a struggle to get back in here, especially with Chillin doing such a great job of controlling that mid lane with the Viper wall. But it looks like we are going to see Sky kind of creeping around, just missing his opportunity. Chillin looking up at that wall is kind of saving him from being shot down here, as all of Seattle's going to push from onto A from the Saints spawn. They are not going to be able to, Saints are not going to retaliate at all here, and new meta in the back is the Cypher playing a little ring around the rosy. He's just going to miss all of them walking on here. Plant is going to go down.
A very, very easy push, it seemed like, from Seattle, but Saints do have the weapons advantage. They have the Sky Ultimate coming out from Jello, a huge flash onto the site there, as Saints need to speed up their retake. The time is taking. All 5 members from Seattle are just in this close corner. They're going to get that info out, and here come the Saints. Scrubby does go down. There's going to be the Cypher ult coming out as well, as New Meta goes down as well, and it's a 5v3. Chillin finds one pick of his own, but Saints need to speed this up if they're going to come back. Chillin finds a second. Canadian finds over there. Chillin finding a third, and it's going to be all up to Teku here on the Sova to clutch it up. Saints are going to get on the spike. He does have the Sova ult, but they know exactly where he is. Jello with that short, he's going to one-tap him around the wall. A bit of a waste of a Sova ult if you're asking me, but the Saints able to find the retake, the defuse with 2.5 seconds left, and taking a very, very dominant lead in game 1.
Absolutely, and now Chillin with the Viper pit ready. He has the ability now to cut off a whole site right from the beginning of the round, and especially with our St. Clair College, Vipers have just been absolutely incredible altogether. Before we kind of go any further, just kind of looking at the picks, which we didn't get to talk too much about. Very common picks on the side of our Saints here. We see Jello on that Sky, probably an incredible flash god in my opinion, as Jello, and he just goes crazy. And then Cypher on both teams. I guess that buff to him recently has really enforced it, but Canadian with a double before he's quickly traded out. Absolutely incredible. Jello also going to find the trade onto him, making it instant 4v2 quick into this round.
Canadian is hard fragging this game. I believe he has 16 kills for sure. That's, I think he has 5 maybe now after that one. So just hard dominating the side of Seattle, hitting those shots and being on top of his game. He's going to be happy with how he's playing so far in this map and not going to look to slow down. There's going to be an A push coming out, but this Cypher camera is so strong, able to see so much of the site. They're going to take it out, but Saints know exactly where the side of Seattle is. They're going to start rotating over, but Seattle being pretty smart and rotating over to B. None of the Saints are stayed to anchor, so maybe the side of Seattle will get a pretty free plant down, but you can see the Saints smelling that something is off. They're going to start to rotate over maybe towards B side. They throw out that flash and it hits no one. So now the Saints are going to be pretty confident maybe in the fact that Seattle has to be on B side. As the plant's going to go down, you hear it, you can see all 4 players instantly start gunning it, and it's not going to be an easy retake. They do have the weapon, the man advantage, so if they can play with their numbers, should be pretty easy to do, but it's easier said than done.
Absolutely, we're going to see the first couple peek here. Nom finds a quick double on a Jello New Meta. He's going to be able to dodge the paranoia too from Omen. He's going to look for that third. He finds Chillin there. 2v1 immediately by Nom. He's going to be taken out by Scrubby though. Scrubby,
oh,
so close. but just short, and Pairs will find the clutch up here. Incredible play by Seattle, 2v4 situation, and they defended that site with ease.
And that's why you see the Vandal picked up more than the Phantom. He finds the headshot there, but just a tiny bit too far. It doesn't kill him, hits him for 140. On the side of Seattle, able to find the clutch. Nom going absolutely massive on that Cypher, finding 3 picks to bring that round back. And if you're the side of Seattle, that is the round that you want to start your comeback on. A nice little play from when you were down and out. When your raise is 0-9, it makes the game really hard. Invu having a bit of a rough series as Chillin is gonna just ult off B site, is gonna force Seattle to make their way up mid and probably go towards A.
Absolutely. They have done good with this push so far, and as far as getting onto site, it looks like they haven't had much defense in the past couple rounds from the Saints when it comes to entering in that late game. But we'll see here. We are going to see a couple peaks here. Canadian trying to find that first blood yet again. Going to play a little cat and mouse here, but it looks like Cypher will walk away and join the rest of his team. Chillin going to stick to his namesake here and hang out in the Viper Pit. And it looks like he's actually going to get pushed. He might be able to find a great double pick onto, or at least one onto Nom here, should he choose to go into the Viper Pit, as the rest of Seattle is going to go through mid onto B.
And this is a very dangerous push, as we're going to see Chillin walk out. NewMeta finds one, does get taken down, as there is a Cypher inside of that Viper ult. He does walk all the way through, and Chillin yet again finding the headshot with the Phantom, but not getting the kill. And now the side of Seattle have a numbers advantage. There's going to be the Cypher ulti coming out, and you know exactly where all Saints are. You can see NewMeta is all the way on A. It's going to take him some time to remove over here. Scrubby's going to have to find some picks. Just shoot him through the smoke, Scrubby. Shoot him. Just shoot. He's right there. Oh, that would have been a crazy shot. But he's going to opt to back up as Canadian's going to throw that nade. Doesn't know that both players are in here inside of this trap. If he just pulls his ulti and shoots it in there, it would be very, very juicy for him. He does get pushed, finds one. He's not going to find the trade, but Jello finding 2. Now it's a 1v1 situation. Jello against Nom, but he doesn't have any time. Does he have any idea on where the Cypher is? One of his teammates did die to him. He's going to push through the thing here, but won't be able to find the clutch. And Seattle, back-to-back rounds for them. If they can finish off this half strong, they could make it a 7-5 game.
Nom really stepping it up here right now in this game, in these couple of rounds. Getting through that Viper Pit without being contested, and able to push onto site and hold it down very, very well. It has just been incredible gameplay by him, and he's going to be the difference maker for Seattle here, especially going into this next half.
And Saints are going to force a couple of Vandals here from their top fraggers, Jello and Canadian, finding so many kills. Will have that bit extra money for those Vandals. Gonna look to make those hero plays, as it's gonna be a full rush onto A, but Canadian does have his ultimate in the corner here. Is he gonna use it? No, he's gonna look for find. Oh my goodness, imagine he pulled out the ultimate there, would have found the whole team, but does get Nom down to 2 HP. Still not too bad from Canadian there, finding a pick of his own and more, slowing down basically the whole push by himself, as Seattle are gonna look to back out of A.
Absolutely. NewMeta is gonna have that Cypher ult ready, and Scrubby will have his Omen ult ready as well to be able to quickly teleport. Nom, though, gonna start to push through mid here.
2 HP.
2 HP. Kind of a baity play to go out on his own and try to misdirect, especially with that low HP, but
does he die to that?
Rest of the team here gonna go through. Chillin finding a great pick on the Kuon there. And it looks like Teku gonna try to push up, not gonna find anything though. He's gonna play around, try to get rid of a Vandal to make sure the Saints don't get those upgrades. Nom about to peek here. See if NewMeta is able to find the one shot needed. It is a Vandal versus the Sheriff, but 2 HP versus full. This is going to be kind of an interesting battle.
And they should know that Nom is 1 HP. NewMeta should be able to call out that you hit him for 148. As it's going to be Seattle having to rush onto the site. That's a body shot from NewMeta. All members on the side of Seattle are pretty low in HP. Tech was going to have to go massive here on the Sova. Does spot out the Cypher. Nice play there. Still a numbers advantage for the Saints, but not the weapons advantage. There's going to be a push coming out from the Sova. He's going to get shot in his side. Oh my god, the timing is insane. And it's going to be Jello. He does have the Vandal of his own. Can he find anything? Pairs on very low HP from the Viper. Can they find the Sova in the corner? It's going to be one. There's going to be two dropping, but it's still a 2v1 for the Saints, and they know exactly where he is. There's the Cypher ult. They need to push together, though, and this, they do. New meta, finding that kill, giving the Saints the 8th round, and looking to close out the half with a 9-3 scoreline.
Absolutely, they hope to get as far as they can, and especially on attacking. Can be a little bit easier. This map really hasn't had enough time in the game for people to decide whether it's kind of an attackers or defender sided map, so it really is going to come down to the better team here. Though in this final round, Canadian's going to have that showstopper, and it could be very crucial, especially if he knows how to use it right. And Jello with that Sky ult, great intel. Scrubby also with that Omen teleport still. And for the side of Seattle, we are going to see Teku with that Sova ult, and Kuon with that Omen ult as well in the pocket.
Yeah, last round, you want to use the ultimates. I want to see Canadian just kind of go in there with the Raze ultimate. Oh my, Scrubby with a very, very interesting position. That's going to be an easy pick for Seattle. Should open up B side. It's going to be just the Cypher. New meta looking to hold it down, gets the Raze down to 1 HP and does take him out. He's gonna get out with his life as well, as Jello is finding two. He knows there's one more through that smoke. Such low HP bars for the side of Seattle, as Teku finds one with the Spectre though. Doesn't have the best weapon, and Nom just sitting here with the Sheriff. The Saints are gonna flank here. Canadian is gonna whip out that ultimate, find the Sova, but does get traded out. Not to 1v1, but chillin'. Finds Nom, who doesn't have the best weapon, and Saints, very good start to the first half. Very good end to the first half, ending it off 9-3 fashion. Looking very, very strong in this first round, or second round, sorry.
Absolutely crucial plays there in that first half by Canadian, and Scrubby doing a great job there with a couple of quick double and triple kills. But obviously Canadian being the big standout player here for St. Clair College, being 19-8 in this first half. And for the side of Seattle, Nom doing a great job as well. He's had some great defensive plays, so it'll be interesting to see how he moves into that. He had great defensive plays for defending the spike, so it'll be interesting to see how he can lock down a site now and use Cypher's new buffed abilities to his advantage.
Saints are going to be looking to 5 push A here, but Seattle R4 stacking it. Everyone's going to get spotted out by that Sova dart. No one chooses to shoot it, but Saints are going 100% forward. They're not even slowing down. Canadian is going to have to find Invu here, and he won't be able to find it. Invu's going to get traded down by Chillin, but Chillin does go down by 2 pairs. Pairs on 1 HP is going to be able to make it out alive, and just like that, Saints are down a member to start off this round. Pairs is on 1 HP. Can they find him? Scrubby does find him, but Sova does take out Jello, and New Meta goes down just like that. Saints are in a 1v3. Scrubby finds one. Will not find the second, and that will be a team ace going over to Seattle, starting off strong on the defense.
Crosshair placement just a little high there for Scrubby, but great attempt in that 1v3, able to get one, but unfortunately go down to the rest. And now we got a little bit of a role reversal as Seattle will pick up that first pistol round and be able to force here. A lot of Spectres on their side. We're going to see that new and not quite improved Judge possibly come out, but it is going to change back to a Guardian, a much, much stronger choice. Although Invu 2-13 looking for those picks, needs those one-tap headshots.
Yeah, having a bit of a rough game, especially like on an agent like Raze. You want to be hard fragging, you want to be atop the leaderboard. Canadian kind of showing him how it's done on the other side, playing out of his mind. Saints playing very, very slowly here. They know they don't have the weapons to fight Seattle, but if they can get members advantage on either side, it would be huge for them. They're looking to push B, but are going to opt to back up as there's going to be a smoke coming out from Seattle, slowing that push down. Saints now going to probably rotate over to A as Chillin has made a good amount of progress up on that A side. And let's see what we're going to see here. New meta is all the way in spawn with that spike. Saints definitely scared to go across mid here, but Jello's going to try his luck. There's nobody there. They don't know that, of course. And let's see.
Somebody needs to check Invu's computer there. I know that we can see him on this side, but kind of interesting for him to almost be staring right there. But he is going to play it slow. Chillin now going to push up a little bit more, try to get some more of the site now as the rest of the Saints make their way onto A. And only Invu and Breach there kind of holding it, but nobody quite
left.
making eye contact yet. But here we're going to see it. Chillin going to go down to Invu. He's going to be able to find that headshot. And here comes the paint shells from Canadian. They're going to take down all his health, and Canadian's going to find an easy shot onto him there. Kuan finding Scrubby, though, and Jello going to get the trade. And now it is a battle here, as we are going to see Spike has gone down. It is a 3v3.
Help New Meta, someone help New Meta. Nobody helped him. He does go down, only had the pistol, and the Spike's gonna start getting defused. Saints have no util to get this, and it's going down. It does get half. Now it's gonna be a 1v1. Spectre against the weapon of Jello. Oh my goodness, Jello didn't spot him out, but the defuse is halved. He does need to peek this yet again, and he does spot out. He still has time for the defuse as Jello playing someone really slowly, finds one shot. He's gonna stick it here for sure. Jello needs to find him, misses 2 shots, and he does get the thrifty with it felt like no time left. I thought he got the defuse off, honestly. I thought he got it, but Saints finding the thrifty, and now it should be smooth sailing to close out this map 1.
Absolutely, that was too close for comfort. Nom doing a great job of spinning there while defusing to try and dodge out some bullets, but Jello able to find that final shot, and now they will be able to buy up. And Jello with a healthy amount of money there, able to save that Spectre and Sheriff, almost being blown up by the bomb taken away here. But here we go, 10-4 now, and we're gonna see Chillin push up onto that A, but he is gonna get spotted out by the spotted dart, or by the Sova dart. So here we go on to B site now. Easy, smooth sailing. Cypher's out. Tripwires are down. Run, run, run. Get on to here, Saints. They are going to play it slow, though, as they just wait. They don't know how much backup is waiting.
Yeah, Saints deciding to play the more passive round. As they know they have the weapons advantage, they don't want to take any risks and risk throwing this game away. It is in their hands. They are in the driver's seat, and they're going to be pushing up mid here. Probably going to go over towards the B side, as that's what it looks like. There is a player mid, though. Breach is going to maybe peek out of that smoke. Is he going to get caught? He will. Canadian finds one as well, and this should be a very, very easy round for the Saints. It's just the Sova on this B side. Raze is in spawn of the Saints, as Sova will find one onto Canadian. A nice little trade there, but Invu going to have to do so much in this 1v4. It feels impossible, but he might as well try.
Absolutely. Not much here, but just the Sheriff, so might as well go in for it. He's going to give away his position there by destroying that tripwire. New Meta going to push up very quickly. Jello waiting, and there is the headshot. Jello will take out Invu, grab that Sheriff, and now moving into this next round, all the Saints will be able to fully buy again. Seattle going to have to opt for a couple different saves here just to make some ends meet, but they are on bare money right now. And timeout, as expected here, being called by coach of Seattle there, and well-timed, if I should say.
I mean, maybe even a little bit too late, I would say. 11-3, like, this is the last round they can fall by. If they lose this round, the map's practically over. Saints are going to take it 13-3 surely. So this is where their comeback needs to start. And if they can win 1, 2, 3, it's one round at a time they need to win. They can't just think, guys, we got to get 7 right here. They need to take their time and play how they've been practicing. Our Saints are just taking them apart at the moment.
Absolutely. They've just been rolling through them here, and especially on the attack now, doing even more incredible work, chilling with those Viper walls, able to help easily get onto site, transition from site to site in the event of a rotate, and getting on and planting and defending that spike has just been absolutely incredible on the side of the Saints. So Seattle here going to have to use that timeout wisely and really try to figure out what they got to do to get back in this.
Yeah, Saints have been so strong on this attack, finding the right plays and just able to take Seattle apart. Seattle did win the pistol round, but kind of threw it away the next round. They got thriftied, which is a terrible, terrible start, as Canadians going to pick up Invu yet again in middle. Invu just losing those battles to Canadian has been crucial, as Canadian's going to look for another one mid, but won't find it, as Seattle are able to take control of the middle of the map here. And our Saints are going to look to push through. There's going to be a kill on the dog, but he's going to get out on some low HP.
Absolutely. Kuan finding a great pick on Jello there. Going to take out those heals for the rest of the round now, And as they push through mid, Canadian going to try to push up and get a couple picks here. Playing Raze super aggressively this whole game, but he might get spotted out here by the... Oh, he won't be spotted. They do not know that Canadian's there. They only know that New Meta is waiting with the Cypher. And great pick by Canadian as he's able to find the Omen. And now Saint's going to look to push towards A as Chillin once again kind of controlling it, holding it down with that wall. And he's made his way up the right side, kind of locking it down and clearing it out for the rest of the Saints.
This should be pretty easy to take in theory if they all go towards that right side and use the Viper wall to their advantage. There are going to be 2 members to stop them, but Sova for the side of Seattle so far away. New Canadian's going to be flying in with that ultimate. Won't find the kill though, onto pairs. He will get shared out by Chill, and it's just a 3v1 on the site as of right now. Nom is going to look to find the planter, but he has no idea Scrubby's looking directly at him, and it's going to be a very important 1v3 here for Seattle. If they lose this, the game was basically over. Teku basically on his last legs gonna try and bring something back here. It's gonna be very hard. 87 HP here, and as soon as he peaks, he will just get sprayed down by all the Saints members. He's looking, doesn't see anyone, finds one, but won't find Chillin. And now Saints on map point will definitely be looking to close this one out here.
It seems very, very obvious that the Saints will most likely take this round here. They have the dominant eco advantage. On the side of Seattle, they are going to have to opt for those still one-shot weapons. Guardians can be great in the right hands, but it's kind of like using a faster, more heavily loaded Sheriff there. You got to be able to hit those headshots, or else you're not really going to be able to do much against Vandals, especially when they have a magazine size of 25 and they're full auto. So as we get into the round here, we're going to see kind of a default play from St. Clair. Chillin once again playing that A site, waiting to see if anybody pushes. We're going to have New Meta looking in the middle. He might get spotted out by Kuon, though, if he's not careful, and the Saints only have to face one. Nom going to try to find a couple shots there. Not quite able to finish off Scrubby there, who's taken down to 1 HP. Invu with an incredible headshot, and Canadian getting his revenge for the first bloods in the past rounds. And now Seattle with a 5-on-4 advantage here, doing everything they can to stay in this.
Great start for Seattle, able to find the pick onto the top fragger. Invu coming back to life a little bit, finding 2 picks this round, and Chillin will go down as well. We thought this was going to be the last round, but Seattle are not going down without a fight.
I've got your
Saints are still going to look to win the 3v5, though. They're using the Sky ult. They're looking to push into B quickly. There's going to be the flashes coming out. Invu, though, does have the Guardian here. We'll take out the Cucumber there. And we'll just take up space with that nade, miss up a little bit. Did tag Jello once through the smoke, but Scrubby's gonna have to go absolutely massive with a Vandal here. They have no idea he's there. Can he find them? Well, no, he doesn't. Jello and New Meta, though, finding 3 really quickly. Now we're in a 2v2 situation. Jello is fully flashed out, is scared to peek out, and New Meta is holding it down. And just like that, Saints get the spike down. Nobody is gonna be able to peek and find any picks, as there's only a Spectre here for Teku. Isn't too good on the long range. Now Saints will spot the head. New Meta takes out pairs, and it's gonna be just a Sova with the Spectre. And a round that looked so good for Seattle. It's looking disastrous as of right now. Teku picked up a Bulldog from one of his teammates, but he's going to look for the flank here. Saints definitely are going to smite out. They even have a Cypher trap here. They know that he can't flank from there without them finding out, and they're not even looking at this corner. He does get hit by a Cypher trap. Now he's going to be a peek from both sides, it feels like. New Meta, and is going to be able to find the final pick from a round where it felt like Saints can't win. They figure out a way, and they take a 13-4 map victory in map 1.
Absolutely incredible game there by our Saints. Dominating performance to take that game 1, especially considering that half was 9-3 at half. They only dropped 1 round in that second half, and absolutely incredible plays. Canadian 25-13, Jello not too far behind him, 21-6, absolutely carrying the Saints right now. And incredible first game, and here we go into game 2 of League of Legends. We're going to see an interesting mid play here. Looks like Blaster is going to be the first blood to go down for Ball State.
And a bit of a sub coming out from the Saints. We see Ricky LaFleur on the Darius in the top lane. Bakery Boy staying with that Jace in middle, getting that first blood. Maddie on the Trundle. A very interesting pickup from him there. And Boschetti on the Nico support. So Saints are feeling themselves a little bit after that first game. Boschetti going to find a nice little Q there. And Rockboom going to follow it up. And you see for the side of Ball State, they have the very, very strong and reliable Zaya Rakan bot lane. They have the Ahri in the mid lane who should, in theory, be pretty good into Jace, but gets first blooded there. We're going to see a Nocturne in the jungle. I think the Saints took away the Nico support as soon as they saw the Nocturne, as Maddie's forced to flash, but he's as good as dead. Let's look at the fight up in the Dragon Pit. Maddie all alone in the Dragon Pit is going to get ignited. Doesn't have the flash and will surely go down. Can the Saints find anything back? No, the Zaya will get a kill for herself, but Rockboom is up 14 CS. He's going to look for the 1v2 here, going very, very aggressive. Does still have both sums up, but now could he have overstepped just a little bit? He's going to look to flash out, but he will go down to the Nocturne. Rockboom playing a bit too aggressively, and Boschetti will die. No, he has the flash. He will be forced to flash out, and he will make it out. But Saints, after building such a big lead in bot lane, throwing it all away there. Rockboom just playing a tiny bit too aggressive. Nocturne is going to be able to find the cancel here, and he finds the kill onto Boschetti with that Q. Great play from there, as Ricky Lefeur is going to look for the 1v1 kill here onto Cassante, but does he have the damage? He finds the Q, does have the stacks on him, but is going to have to back out here. He does pop the ghost as well, but Cassante, even with the nerfs, still a very, very strong champion as Maddie is up in that top lane with Trundle, and they should be able to pick up the Cassante here. Maddie just needs to hit one Q on him, slow him down, and then Ricky should be able to hit a Q of his own, heal up a little bit, as the Cassante shouldn't have a way out here. Maddie's going to be hitting him, giving the kill over to that Darius. Cassante will have TP, but that's a very important kill. If they didn't get that, would have been very rough in the top lane.
Absolutely. Interesting picks here coming out on both sides from both teams. If we take a look at Ball State, we got the Cassante, we got Ahri, who else? I can't quite
Nocturne,
Zyricon, and...
That's it.
Oh, yes. And especially even on, like you've already pointed out, on the Saints, quite interesting picks. So we'll see how they use these. And once again on this bottom lane, Croca shredded very, very quickly there. It looks like he is the target of the Saints right now, and they are going to want to try to get across here to get that quick pick, try to get back at Ball State for what they did to them on bottom lane earlier. Going to push slowly, though, now, and here we go as they get into it.
Yeah, they're going to be looking to kill the Rakan here, but not going to be able to find him. Maddie is pathing towards bot. If they could have dove on that wave, would have been very, very interesting, but a hard play to put off. Rocco finding yet another Q onto the Rakan. Going to be doing so much poke here, and the Rakan is forced to back up. Nocturne is not level 6 yet, so will not be able to come in with the counter ganks, as Ricky's going to be looking for a 1v1 against this Cassante. Both players have level 6. There's the ultimate coming out. One more auto should finish him off. Is the bleed going to kill him? It doesn't look like it. Cassante is so tanky, just buying the chain vest on the first back. It's a very interesting pickup. There's going to be a fight towards the Dragon Pit here. Nocturne is still level 5. I don't know if the side of Ball State can fight this, and the Saints should be able to take this Dragon for free, but if Ball State fight this, could throw the whole game here. Yes, the Zaya is full HP. Maddie, though, is going to get one shot. Can decide. Oh, the Nocturne leveled up from that is going to go on to the Jace and is going to pick him up, and that's disastrous for the side of the Saints. Rockboom still going to be hitting this Dragon, but surely now the team calls to back up, and the side of Ball State should be able to pick up this Dragon. No, Rockboom is able to steal it away with the Callista, and that is huge for the Saints after such a disastrous fight. Rocco able to get the Dragon, and the side of Ball State are not going to be happy with how that fight ended finishing off.
Yes, very, very interesting. Ball State able to pick up another kill, but losing that Dragon. An incredible gank there by Rockboom as he was able to snipe that one and take it out. Ricky Lafleur still working hard to take out this Cassante once more. He is very, very close. He's gotten him down to less than half HP. Put in the work here. Bakery Boy going to get snuck up on, though. And he will exit out of that one safely, though. Not going to have to worry about that 2v1 for very, very long. And he's going to start taking the picks at Ahri here. And she's going to have to back up and play it a little bit more safe, as Bakery Boy has been very, very crucial in both games so far.
Yeah, he's been really good on the Jace, and yet again playing that lethality. Starting off with the Cole, which is a very, very interesting idea, but able to make it through that early game laning phase pretty decently. Now we'll have a bit of gold the longer this game progresses. I also want to point out Nocturne going for lethality build. instead of the Stride Breaker, which we see more often. I like him more, to be honest, because there's only so much value you can get as Rock Boom is going to ulti in aggressively. Let's see if they can kill this Xayah here. She doesn't have ultimate of her own, and Rock Boom will pick her up. Should be able to get the Rakan here as well, as he wasted the W and should pick him up. It's going to take a bit of time, as Rock Boom doesn't have the most damage just yet, but will get the double kill. And just like that, the Saints bot lane looks to be carry yet again. Rock Boom off to a very, very slow start, but picking it up over right there.
Absolutely, getting back into the groove of things there. They're going to be able to make their way a little bit more up here. Bakery Boy, once again, putting in good work here to try and control that middle, especially Ari, been very powerful in that middle lane, and she is going to be able to get a couple more shots in here. Ricky LaFleur now going to go up for the Cassante here, and Maddie's going to join him in. It looks like this may be over for him, but Ricky LaFleur going to be reversed upon. Cassante going to find him there, but quickly traded out by Maddie, who might also be traded here.
He wins this.
We got Barcoods, which is Nocturne, I believe, yes.
Oh, the flash.
And he is going to be able to take out Maddie there, and quite a few trades up on that top lane.
Yeah, Maddie getting a little bit too greedy with the flash, tried to kill the Nocturne, but you just have to know your matchups. You have to know how each ability plays out. If Nocturne actually gets that freer off onto you, usually nobody dies. But Rock Boom playing very aggressively, has to cleanse, has to flash, has to burn both. Didn't want to wait for Biscotti to get back into lane. As Xayah, it's just going to ultimate randomly. Biscotti's going to get caught up by it, but he does hit 6. Xayah flashes out of range, though. Biscotti's going to go down here, but so will the Rakan, and it's a 1-for-1 trade. Looking a bit disastrous for the Saints, burning all 4 sums, but we're able to get back the Rakan, so not the end of the day there in the bot lane. Both bot laners pretty far accelerated here, but the Xayah's down 20 CS, so well played by him. Ricky maybe gonna look for another kill up here in the top lane. Maddie was around, but is gonna opt to take the Rift Herald. And Saints, you know, they're down 2 kills, but they are up 1,000 gold.
Absolutely. They also have that one dragon already in their pocket, and if they get the Rift Herald here, they will once again have a great tool for helping them push forward here. Looks like that Nocturne is going to do some good work there on the jungle. He's going to be able to clear that up quite a bit here. 2v1 in the middle. They are very close to taking out Blaster there, and he's going to be backed up by Coca. Bakery Boy going to go down there. Boschetti trying to look and get away before he becomes their next victim. He's going to be able to just dodge that charm and get out into the clear.
They tried pulling off the minion trick, but I don't think Boschetti hit the Q, as Nocturne's going to walk out pretty far. If he gets hit by Q here by Boschetti, could be in real trouble, but will not. He does have that 250 gold bounty, so the Saints looking maybe to pull the trigger onto Nocturne wouldn't be the worst idea, as Boschetti is going to spot out the Rakan, and I'm pretty sure the Nocturne could just ultimate and kill the Nico here, but he opts to not do that. Rock Boom, however, is going to walk up a little bit. He does have his ultimate, but if he gets hit by 1W, he is dead. Is able to dodge out a couple of skill shots there, and should be able to get the wave in. Xayah does have the crack, and Rock Boom needs to base for his item, as Ricky is going to be doing a bit of proxying here, but he might get solo killed here by the Cassante. Will get taken back to the turret, and yes, he will go down. Nice play there from the Cassante, but not going to be able to find too much, as Ricky was able to get the wave in and is going to force a back here. Oh no, the Cassante is going to choose to push one more wave in that back. Not the worst play from him, and it's a nice solo kill for the side of Ball State.
Absolutely. Saints gonna have this dragon to themselves uncontested like they have so many times in the previous game here. And now that is 2 dragons for the side of the Saints. Absolutely incredible. They are just dominating the river area and doing a great job there. Bakery Boy going to try to look for something. His bottom lane is going to get crazy here. They've got him rooted. It looks like Quokka, 1 HP, just 1 ability short of taking him out. He's going to be able to make it out safe. But Bakery Boy taking a large chunk here, but Quokka not out of danger yet. He's still going to have to deal with what's going on in the bottom lane here. A little 3v2. Rock Boom, Boschetti, and who's that third one? I didn't quite catch it.
Maddie.
And Maddie. Oh, there we go. Gonna push up here. Gerald in a bad spot. That first turret's gonna go down, and they're gonna have that whole area to himself.
Oh, Ricky is gonna look for the solo kill here on the Nocturne. Should be able to find it. Gonna have one more ultimate coming out here. Oh, nice snipe there from Bakery Boy. Will steal it away. And the Saints also took down the bot tower. gonna have a nice little gold here for themselves here, up 3k. As Bakery Boy will get rooted up in mid lane here, take a bit of a bad trade, and has to be careful now. A lot of his HP gone. Here's gonna be ult coming out from Ari. She's gonna look for the soul kill, but Bakery Boy, beautiful outplay from him there. Ari getting a bit too greedy and will go down here in the top lane now. The Cassante is almost full build with the Frost Gauntlet. Is gonna do so much with that one item. I don't think Ricky Lefeur can take the 1v1 here any longer. He is up so much CS, 42 CS if I'm not wrong at the time when I was saving it, which is a lot of CS, but doesn't have too many items to back it up just yet, as Cassante was able to kill him a couple times.
Absolutely. On the side of the Saints too, it seems that as far as items go, they have geared up quite a bit. Everyone running some interesting builds so far. Turret plating gonna go down now. And now the Saints in this mid trying to push hard, but Boschetti and Rockboom gonna take it a little bit slower and back off before they make any mistakes here. But now they are gonna push in, gonna find a lot of damage onto Quokka there. Ari having to back off just a little bit now into the jungle, but she might be trapped here as Boschetti's gonna chase her down. Gonna back off though before any ganks come in, and now all players meeting in this mid lane.
Might see a bit of ARAM action coming out from both teams as Saints are just gonna look to take down this tier 1. There's gonna be the Rakan here. Boschetti, huge two-man knock-up. Can they find the follow-up? Boschetti's gonna go down, but they're able to find the Xayah. Rockboom does have to flash out, and Maddie's gonna go down as well on this Trundle. So that's gonna be a 2-for-1 for the side of Ball State. Are they gonna look to chase down Rockboom here? Surely they will. Bakery Boy is coming over. Quokka playing way too aggressive here. Gonna take so much damage. Nocturne's gonna take a lot of damage. Ari is gonna have to find the charm. The knock-up lands, but they don't have the damage as the Nocturne went out. A bit of miscommunication from Ball State University as Rockboom has to be really careful. What is that play from Nocturne? Nice splash from Rockboom, but he will go down in the end. And from what I'm seeing, it is absolute chaos here in the mid lane.
Absolutely. It dwindled down from 3-on-3 to a little 1-on-1. Bakery Boy gonna try to find the finish off there, but he's now in a 1v2 situation as Gerald has respawned and rejoined the game. A Bakery Boy taking a big chunk out of him. Not gonna let him get away with that. A little bit of health gone as that first turret is now down and middle opens up just a little bit more.
Very good for the side of St. Clair. They are up 3k gold and they're looking to stack that soul yet again. A minute 15 seconds left on that, but Ricky has to be careful in the ball lane. I apologize. Boschetti is going to get caught out by Nocturne. He's going to get one shot. Now Ricky has to be careful. Nocturne luckily doesn't have an ultimate just yet. And it's going to be a 1v1 in the top lane. Bakery Boy, I don't think he's looking too good into this Cassante. He might be looking good everywhere else. Never mind doing so much damage. Ricky with a ghost. Going to maybe look for the 1v2 outplay. Is able to get the charm. There's a Q. There's the ultimate. Is he going to be able to find the second on Ari? Yes, he will. So much damage there on the Darius. Great play from him. And in the 1v2 against the two strongest members of Ball State, able to take it down. As we're going to see Rockboom up in mid lane. Going to look to find the kill here. Onto the Xayah, but Xayah Rakan so strong. Able to take him out. Why is the Xayah not hitting the Trundle over the wall here? I do not know. He is flashless. Very weird play here. He's just going to let his Rakan die for some reason. I don't understand that one too much. No, he will live with the heal, but with all that craziness being said, 13-15 game, Saints up a little bit of gold and should look for the third dragon as we're gonna get into Valorant. Saints losing the pistol round here for the first time and not off to a good start in this map too.
Absolutely. Seattle are gonna go for a pretty crazy full buy here as they are gonna get a Phantom or two out. Chillin' gonna be able to not going to spot anybody there as Seattle's going to now make their way towards that A site. A very quick 5-man push here. They might be able to catch a couple of Saints off guard who are sitting in tree. But now Saints 4-stacked on this A site. Door's going to open. Not going to reveal anything though as Chillin's wall will block most of it off and stop them. But Pear's going to find that first pick on a new meta. Gun advantage does help. Scrubby able to find the trade. Pears, though, going to find Scrubby again. Canadian with an incredible double there with the Sheriff, but he's quickly taken out by Nom. 2v2 situation now as Plant is going to go down.
A very interesting round so far. Canadian finding some big picks. There's going to be a flash coming out from Jello, but it's just a stinger for Nom and Chillin on the flank here. Oh, never mind, it's a Bulldog. It's going to find one. Jello on 5 HP with just a classic. going to be basically impossible to find the clutch here. And Saints finding a few members of Seattle, but not able to take the round. Gonna look to bounce back here in round 3.
Absolutely. Now that they can fully buy, or very close to fully buy up here, they will look to start getting back on that roll. They do know that they are the better team, and if they can start to break Seattle's momentum now with a quick round win, it will be very beneficial going forward, as we're going to see that A side might be the favorable side for Seattle there, but they will continue, and we get back into some league there. Rockboom going to be able to find Nocturne there, and now this top lane being the crazy fight lane as everything is happening all at once here. Saint's going to try to find another pick here in this 4-on-2. Blaster getting a little too close for comfort. He's going to take a lot of damage. Silk getting, the Xante getting rooted. He is on 1 HP. The Bleed's not going to quite find him, but Blaster will find Rockboom. Able to stop him right there. Quokka, though, also getting a little too close. He's going to lose a lot of health here. Oh my gosh, everything happening. Red turret has been destroyed in, I believe, bottom, but are you finding a double kill there?
Oh my.
Incredible play. Baker Boy gonna find that trade. Now a 2v3, but most of Ball State's lost their health.
Yeah, and it's a very good fight from the Saints. Able to get so much. This whole time, Ricky has been pushing the ball in as they're all on 1 HP. Have to be very careful here, Maddie. 1Q will be able to take him out. He's gonna live though. There's this heal coming out. Baker Boy missing that is crucial, as Nocturne is going to have ultimate in just a few seconds here. He will find the reason here, will ult instantly and kill Maddie as well. He gets no vision on him though. It's going to look maybe for the Darius in the mid lane. That ult was going to run out though. And in the end, Saints are down on kills, but they are up on gold. And Rockboom's going to find this Nocturne trying to steal away his blue buff. Maybe a Baron Star here for the Saints. Yes, it sounds crazy, but Ricky is going to be able to kill this Rakan. Rockboom's going to get a form, and this Zaya will surely not make it out alive. Biscotti is going to stop the back, and Rockboom will pick up a triple kill. He's 7-4 on the Zaya, and let's see if the Saints want to start up the Baron here.
Absolutely. They are going to start it up now, and they are not going to be contested whatsoever, and it's going to be a quick one here as they are able to snatch this up with the blue buff in hand, as well as Blaster. Bakery Boy gonna go at it down on the bottom lane now. Gonna switch it up from those mid battles, and Baron going to go down quickly here. Xante signaling the danger he knows, but the rest of his team now starting to come out of their spawn now. Looks like Nocturne and Blast are going to try to take a lot more of this bottom lane here, but Saints have just made some incredible progress. Ball State only with 1 turret taken out so far.
Yeah, Ball State, you know, they're finding the kills, but macro-wise have not been up to par of St. Clair. As you can see the score lines, Rockboom 7-4 in the ball lane. Zaya, though, is very, very fed as well on 2 items, so not the biggest difference in gold there. The Nocturne going for the full lethality build, but just not finding those kills. Did find them early, but falls off so hard, this champion, as Bakery Boy with 3 items doing so much damage to the EQ. We're going to see the all-in coming out from the side of Ball State, and it's going to be a huge fight in mid lane. Ari's going to get 1 shot, however, Rockboom is going to be on 1 HP. He will be able to survive, and Saints might be able to finish the game off here. They find 3. Can they find the Zaya? Zaya forced to flash. Maddie is going to let her live, but Saints are going to look to finish off the game here. Rakan walking up a little bit too far. Rockboom finds the Q on him. Won't be able to find the kill just yet. It's a 2v5 situation. So much damage from Bakery Boy. There's going to be 2 members on 1 HP, and Rockboom finding both of them with a Q there. This should be the game, as 14 seconds on respawn. I don't think Ball State are going to have enough time to come back in this, and Saints showing that they are a very, very strong team. In 22 minutes, will take game 2 and confidently move on in the playoffs.
Absolutely, absolutely incredible play by our Saints here. Going to cheese a little and take out a couple of Ball State as they are respawning, but there goes the Nexus, and there goes the game. Absolutely incredible. Rockboom being a very standout player here, and we will get back into Valorant. Seattle taking a commanding 4-0 lead on this map so far.
Seems like they were able to get the bonus, which is very, very interesting considering how well the Saints played last map, being down 4-0. It's definitely not what they want to see, but it is an attack-sided map. Seattle have been able to find the picks, and Jello will go for the 1v1 over towards that A site, will go down. There's going to be Canadian there, maybe try and trade that out, as Seattle are going for a bit more of a default, but they're going to try and make their way over to C.
Absolutely. Having only dropped 4 rounds in that last game, it's interesting to see SCC go down 4 immediately here. Maybe they will go for a complete reverse sweep here. Who knows, as Canadian does find a pick there to even out the odds here. Invu on that Astra now, gonna step up to B here, but Chillin able to lock it down with this Viper extremely well. And Astra gonna pop off a couple smokes to block out the site as Spike does go down here. Chillin gonna find one, but he's taken out by pairs. His new meta does find the trade as well, but Seattle now on a 2v1 advantage. It is just down to Scrubby, who is also switched up to that Astra role now. He does know where both of them are. Gonna be taken down to 30 HP. Blast Pack not gonna find anything. Astra gonna try to use the pull to keep him in one place, but it looks like they might be able to delay time just enough, and Kuan gonna find that pick onto Scrubby, and 5-0 lead for Seattle.
Yeah, Seattle are just stomping the Saints in this map too. Completely not what we expected after such a dominant map 1 performance, but Saints are going to be taking a timeout here, and they're definitely going to have to talk things over. They don't have the best economy here, and Seattle are just going to be saying, guys, let's continue on with what we've been doing so well this map. Saints, they're going to have to pull out a miracle to maybe bring this one back.
Absolutely. Looking at some of the picks here while we're on this timeout, the Astra is coming out as the smokes have kind of an interesting for both sides too, especially on Lotus. We don't get to see Astra too often. It's usually the Omen picks there, but everything else seems pretty kosher. We do have Chillin once again on the Viper, Canadian on the Raze, Jello on that Sky, and New Meta switching it up to Killjoy. And on the other side, I believe almost an exact same pick there. If I'm not mistaken, it's completely the same.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure, but I believe you are right. Astra on both sides, as you said, very, very interesting. Viper on this map, a must-have. Raze, just the ideal duelist here. And
it is an exact same team comp.
Same comp, so the side of Seattle just playing it better.
Exactly, they know what they're doing. Kuan stepping it up on the Raze there, 7-0 so far in 5 rounds, doing a great job, and has the showstopper ready, as well as the Viper pit there for Nom. Great ults to have in the pocket going into this attacking round.
And it's going to be Saints just hard pressing on this B side, but Invu is going to find one, and it's a rough start for the Saints. They don't have the weaponry to combat Seattle in this round, and they're going to be moving over to A. Nom able to find so much room here to work with. None of the Saints can spot him out. Do they have any idea that he could be really, really close here? Jello does have the Stinger. Will he decide to ult around here? Ray's taking so much damage coming in, but Nom will find the pick onto Jello. New meta goes down as well, and Saints are just dropping like flies. They have Chillin up in top of A, and there's going to be Scrubby rotating over to help him out a little bit. This round seems very close to over as Chillin goes down. 1v5 for Scrubby. This I would say is as impossible as it gets. Looks for the kill onto Invu there, but a flawless round for Seattle, and 6 rounds into this game. They haven't dropped one just yet. Maybe looking for a whole clean sweep. That would be absolutely crazy, especially after the first map we saw. So hopefully our Saints can start bringing it back, but Seattle looking so good on this attack.
Absolutely. Very interesting to see the reversal. In previous matches, our St. Clair College Academy has not done the greatest on Lotus, especially being a 3-site map here. They are on defense first, which this is an attacker-sided map, so hopefully they can look to the next half to get something going, but they do need to find some points here in this half to keep them in this game and not let the snowball effect take over, as Seattle's going to go for a dominating C push here. And here we go, Kuan pulling out the showstopper. He is on site and ready. Not going to be able to spot anybody. He's going to have to fire that rocket blindly to hopefully find someone. New meta going to be able to just evade it, but not without taking, or Scrubby not without taking a lot of damage there, but he is going to be healed up by Jello. Spike is going to go down, and so is that Viper pit for the side of Seattle, and it looks like they got this one locked down, but Chillin going to find one there onto Kuan there, and now giving them the man advantage.
Nom on 1 HP on the Viper will find one with the shorty, so the ult will stay up, but Saints finally finding those picks and finally able to take a round, and such a crucial one at that. Seattle using the Razor to open up the site and the Viper to try and hold it down, but Saints able to bring it back. And now if they can keep the ball rolling, they can tie this half up. If they can go on their own little run, would be a huge play from them. So hopefully they can start bringing it back. You can see Canadian atop with the Raze, but just nobody able to find too many kills this game. It's been really, really rough for them. But they were able to find the comeback on to see there. A very hard site to retake, especially into a Viper pit. Able to get it done, that should be a huge momentum swing for them.
Absolutely, and they've got some great ults on the board as well waiting. New Meta with that lockdown, chilling with the Viper Pit, and Scrubby with the Astro Wall to divide the whole map. They've got some good ults in their pockets for defense, especially here too.
Oh my!
Nom gonna find Canadian though with the penetration. Oh, he looks away too soon, but he does look back in time to take out Jello. A crucial pick there. Both sides kind of looking away too early, thinking they had done the deed before it was actually done. And Spike is going to go down on A once again. Chillin going to try to sneak up here through stairs. And who is in the back there? Looks like Scrubby on Heaven. He's going to be taken out by Nom, though, who pushed up the rope. And it looks like Saints might even want to save what they've got. But nope. Flawless round yet again for Seattle, making it 7-1. Absolutely dominating performance so far.
And Nom finding for that round, four kills for him. There's going to be 4 ult orbs into his ultimate now. Maybe finding another one with this round would be massive for them. Getting 2 Viper ults on an attacking half is very, very strong. They did lose their only round with that Viper ult, but usually not how that goes down. And the top fragging on the Viper now. Very strong performance from him. Invu, after having a very, very rough game 1, 8-3 on the Astra, going for a role swap, not playing that Raze anymore, is maybe what he needed. Chillin just headers it away, decides he doesn't want to get hit by that one, and continues to push through. As the side of Seattle are in their spawn, and they are kind of scared of this flank, but they all look away, and Saints with 3 people here could maybe find something. They're going to take their time, though. The side of Seattle is going to be sprinting over towards A site. There are 3 flankers for the side of the Saints, but are they going maybe a little bit too slow, as Seattle is going to get this plant down, and St. Clair don't have the weapons here, so it'll be a really hard retake.
They're going to run right into Teku here, who looks away a second too late. He's going to get quickly pulled up on. Jello going to find that kill and be able to upgrade his gun here. Nom just needs to look out of the smoke, and he's going to see that three Saints are coming. Scrubby going to put down that ult, give his team a chance to push up a little bit more. Jello might not have spotted out Invu, and he did not. And Chillin's going to go down there, and Canadian as well to Nom. Very bad deficit here. Jello going to be able to find a double there to trade it up, but in a 1v2 situation with 20 HP. Very, very dire. He's going to be flashed, and Invu's going to find that final pick onto Jello and bring it to 8-1. Only a couple rounds left here in the half, and Saints slowly losing it round by round.
Saints having a very, very rough defensive half here. But it is a 2-sided map. Both sides have to attack and defend. So if Saints can maybe pick up a couple rounds here towards the end of the half, could just go on an absolute spree on attack and take this map. But Seattle with a very, very hot start, trying to take this to a map 3. We're so good during the regular season. We were kind of surprised the first map was so dominant by St. Clair. But now Seattle are showing what they are really made of, our Saints. Just can't seem to slow them down. Both teams have full buys this round. Saints want to take this one and bring it back a little bit. Jello, can he find anything up in mid lane here? 3 members of Seattle looking to push up, and Jello will fall to Kuna. That's going to be a huge opening pick now. He's going to get pushed as well as Scrubby guys through the wall, and it's going to be a Killjoy ultimate coming out for the attacking side. Kuna trying to make so much space on the Raze. Canadian can't find anything alongside Chillin. There's going to be the nade coming out, and they have to back up. The plant hasn't gone down yet. Interesting enough, there it will go as Nom is going to push through here. New Meta has no idea that there could be a Viper this close as Canadian Invu go for some fight. Saints finding 3 picks back for themselves, but it is still a 1v2 for New Meta. Does not find the shot onto pairs there, and now it's a 9-1 lead for Seattle.
Great lead for Seattle to have here. Still with 2 rounds left in this half. They have a very good chance to reach that double-digit score to start with and have a very quick second half here if they can find those shutdown rounds on defense. Saints have just not had the economy this whole game to fight what Seattle has, as they are comfortably sitting with Vandals and full Phantoms and full buys and know that they have enough for the next 2 rounds should they lose, whereas Saints pushing as much as they can but still only able to buy some Stingers and Spectres with 1 Vandal and Guardian on the board. New Meta going to play a little bit slower here with that Killjoy on A, not wanting to peek anything yet, but he does have most of Seattle coming towards him, waiting. And Saints gonna once again kind of be a little spread out here, but this A push can pop off and go fast at any time.
And this is what desperation looks like if you're saying Clair. They are whipping out the Stingers on a round where they can't afford much, and they need, they know they need to win this round if they want a chance in this map. If they can finish this half off at 9-3, you know, they have that little curse thingy that they believe in. So, you know, could be a bit of hope. Anything could swing a series. But it's going to be Saints finding the flank onto the Killjoy, and that's going to be a nice little weapon upgrade there for Canadian. The ult's going to come out from the sky, from the side of Seattle, and Nom's going to get so much space here on the Viper. The spike will go down, but New Meta does have that ultimate. As soon as he hears the spike going down, putting down that ultimate, this plant will go down. He's going to get pushed by Seattle. Jello finds 1, finds 2, and that should be Saints be able to clean up this round, as Astra's going to push through as well. It's going to get taken out, and it's just the Viper backing so far out of the Killjoy ultimate is going to stay alive, but will go down to New Meta, and Saints going to be able to make it 9-2. If they can win 1 more, bring this back to 9-3, could make this a very interesting map.
Absolutely. Hoping to get any points they can with the only round they have left. They are able to get a good weapon upgrade there, so they won't be at too much of a deficit, and most of them will be able to buy full shields and all of their util here. Only Scrubby having to opt for a half shield. But Saints do have that showstopper and the Sky ult in their hands, which can be both very powerful. And on the side of Seattle University, they've got the Viper Pit ready for post-plant situations. And Invu also with that World Divider that will be very important. Otherwise, this could be a very good round for the Saints.
Yeah, and the Saints are able to sneak out on C. They can smell out that the push will be coming from Seattle. They're gonna push through, find 1, find 2, find 3. No, they won't actually. They're gonna drop. Chillin' gonna find the 3rd, and out of all of that, Saints have a 3v1 situation as Scrubby finds Nom all the way over on B main. Teku on this Killjoy will have to push aside, but Saints still having a couple of those ultimates available with that Astra wall will make this round so hard for Seattle. And just like that, Saints should be able to make this a 9-3 half.
Absolutely, and I haven't gotten to see it too often, but you know, there are some people that believe in that 9-3 curse, and it is very possible here, but we still have this round to get through though. Scrubby going to be watching that door. Teku with the Phantom ready. Will he spot him out? No, but Scrubby knows he's there now. Turret's going to go out to try and stop him. He might look to rotate to C, but Chillin's already there waiting. This is not looking too good for him. He needs to find a pick here. He's now been spotted by 2 different Saints that know where he's at. He's going to just opt to put the plant down on to B site here and be able to kind of get into the back to try and hold off Chillin, but Scrubby getting rid of that turret. And they're going to push. Teku finding 1. Scrubby right behind. Will he find the trade here? No, he won't, as both Saints pushing up need to play together. And Scrubby finding that final one. Chillin going to defuse. And 9-3 is our score for the halftime.
Yeah, I mean, a bit of a rough start for the Saints, but able to close out the half on a decent note. 3-9. Not the best position, but it is an attack-sided map. I can't stress this enough. We could see our Saints go win 6, 7, 8 rounds in a row for sure. We saw it last game. You know, they won 11-4. Now, they could, if they keep that same scoreline as last game, they will win this game as well, or at least take it to overtime. So Saints, you know, when you don't have a single person positive, the fact that you have 3 rounds up is a positive. They're going to be happy with that. And just one, if they can win this pistol round, the chances of their coming back increase by a huge amount.
Absolutely. Funny enough, though, in that last map, the Saints were actually the ones that were up 9-3 in the half. So kind of a little bit of deja vu here, but here we go as we get underway. Saints setting up that A push that they are so famous for here on Lotus. All of them gonna get a little bit hit by that Skybird though, so they are gonna be slowed down, and now they're gonna go C, and it looks like they're gonna be getting to long just in time as Teku kind of waiting slowly there for him. NECC gonna push through B here, try to find some flanks, but looks like Seattle is already four stacked on a C there. They have rotated very quickly. They know the Saints game plan here. Canadian gonna take out all that Killjoy utility. Very good to get that out of the way so they can make a clean entry, but once again, Bomb's gonna rotate back towards spawn. It might even make its way to A now with only pairs as the Sky waiting there. As the Sky, he is gonna know someone's there now, and it looks like Seattle might start to rotate back to A.
I mean, they are, but they keep a couple members still on C. So no matter where the Saints end up going, they will have that number advantage. As it looks like they're going to full out attack the A side. They have a couple members going up B, though. Very, very interesting play call from there here. As maybe they might even look to go from middle,
30 seconds left.
from A to middle, I apologize, into B side, as they have full control of this side. Chillin's going to find a pick there, and they're going to get the plant down. Chillin finding the pick actually on A site, so maybe Seattle wasn't even ready for the plant there, as they're going to have a nice little 4v2 there, but the Raids is going to make her way in here. Now he's going to get flanked by both sides. Is going to go down. Canadian's going to take down Kuna there. It's going to be a 5v3 for the Saints here. They're going to look to hold on to the site. Astra and Killjoy are going to be able to push through into mid, but they have to get the defuse off. Canadian finds one, finding 2, 3 in the round now, and it's going to be just the Sky left for the side of Seattle. Jello's going to be able to pick it up, and just like that, it's a flawless for the Saints. 9-4 now will have the weapons to get up another round, and they're going to need to win this one crucially.
Absolutely. What a great pistol round to start off this half. Now, slowly closing the gap is what they need to do here. And like you said, they have the ability to pick up a quick second round here and close that gap even further. Being able to buy up here all the way. They just need to keep controlling it all the way and kind of step it up with the gun skill, because regardless of if they win or lose here, Seattle will be able to full buy in the next round.
Yeah, and this round is important. Next round is going to be more important, assuming our Saints can take this one as they should. But speaking of deja vu, last game, St. Clair was up 9-3. Seattle did win the pistol round in the second round, but then got thriftied right after. So hopefully our Saints can hold it down here. They're going to be pushing through C pretty quickly, it seems like, as the Astra smoke is going to go down, and the side of the Saints actually going to choose to back up a little bit. They seem really scared to push in as 5, and they're going to make their way over to B again. I think that's a strategy the Saints have picked up very, very well. When things don't go right, just go mid, as Envu's going to drop to 30 HP on the Astra. Jello's going to pick up that ult orb, and let's see what Saints want to cook up now.
Absolutely. Ray's now kind of holding over there with the Astra. Going to hold B now. Saints are going to back up and possibly make their way back towards C, which looks like they will do here. Tenku, now the only one on C defending, and even he's going to head through Waterfall back towards A as he believes, but he's going to still anchor it, play it safe, but Astra Star's coming out for the from Scrubby, and now he knows they're going to be able to, Teku going to be able to take out Canadian before being traded out. Very unfortunate kill there, and the Phantom will land in somebody else's hands. NECC going to be able to get that spike down with some goo mines on there, and Saints now controlling the C site pretty well.
Yeah, Saints should be able to take this one. They have the weapons advantage. There's going to be a huge flash. All 4 members from Seattle are up here. Obviously, Saints don't know that, but here's going to be the push coming in, and it's going to be a huge one. Jello going to look to swing here. Oh my goodness, all the heads are right there. 3 are taken down, and just like that, in the split second, Saints are able to take the round. Only down 5-9 here. This next round is going to be the most important round of the map so far. Whoever takes this one is going to be looking good in this half. If Saints can take this one and crush the economy of Seattle, they will be a couple rounds away from bringing this game right back.
Absolutely. They do have some sorts of buys here. We are able to see one more Phantom come out of Canadian, and he still has quite a bit of cash to be able to buy up next round, as do the rest of the Saints, as they are kind of saving a little bit in this round in terms of buys, especially having lost a couple members last round, aren't going to be able to buy up fully this round, and Seattle now on the defense has to play real smart here because Saints can be very tricky, and tricky they are here with this A push that is kind of starting to form here. Viper walls everywhere to kind of cut off and help them get on here, but as they push up to tree, it is only going to be Sky and Raze to defend A.
Yeah, Astra's gonna look to make her way over as well. As we could see, the Astra on the side of the Saints all the way over on C, gonna make probably a little bit of noise and try and get a distraction going. There's gonna be a 1v1 there, as nobody's gonna go down. I hear a ghost firing, as Canadian is gonna find the first pick onto Invo there, getting a bit impatient there and going down. Great start for the Saints, and now they can just pick their poison. They can go wherever. We see Teku up in mid on that killjoy, but Saints playing very, very, very passive on this attack. They're going to be going for a C push here 100%. The spike has made its way over there, and it's going to be just a Viper to defend.
Absolutely. Flash is coming out now. Pear's going to be able to dodge most of it, but he will be taken out by Canadian.
They're rotating A.
And what? Canadian finding a double now. This is actually kind of a good play, as you pointed out. The spike is on C now, and as the rest of Seattle rotates to A here to try and deal with the impending doom, the spike is going to go down. Nom going to be able to find Jello there, and Canadian going to be able to escape as Raze and be able to rotate with the rest of his team. And now in this 4v2 situation, Saints have wasted a little time with that great play, and they have set the spike up for long. So they are in a great position to take this round.
I was going to say, it's not the craziest even idea here for Seattle to save, because they do have the 9-5 lead. If they lose this, their economy's looking brutal, and they have no time to get this defuse off. The spike's been going for so long. They need to get on this defuse soon. Nom's going to find one, but New Meta takes him down. And in the 3v1, Killjoy does not have time to defuse this. Is going to save the Phantom as expected. And just like that, Saints able to get the bonus, getting that lead down a little bit less. Now down only 3 rounds, 6-9, and are going to be looking good in this next round with their economy.
Absolutely. They do have a great advantage here, that this is an attacker-sided map, 3 sites maps. Very hard for defenders to move, and in a situation like that where they actually made all the noise on A and ended up rotating C perfectly, was just absolutely well executed by the Saints here, and they're going to look to recreate some of that magic again. And it looks like Seattle's going to get possibly a little aggressive on the C side, which could be a little disastrous considering Spike is headed that way too. Jello going to throw a flash out. It's not going to find anybody, and they might push a little unsuspected as it's a 4-stack on C here for defense. And Invu going to put a star down, going to get the smoke out, and Saints are going to start to make their way. A little bit of a default play here, but they do have that B site all to themselves if they push through. Only a turret there to inform Seattle of when Saints are approaching.
And it looks like they're going to very slowly march their way up to A. There it is, just the Viper for Seattle here on the defense. And as we just said, no weapons available for them. They have just the Sheriffs. Only one member has the Phantom, and that's the Killjoy, I believe. But Killjoy is all the way over on C. If Saints can move quickly, they could take the A side, and I think they know nobody's on it. After the Viper fires off one shot and gets out, is going to come back here. Nom playing very, very aggressive with the Sky ult. Is going to come out. They're going to know exactly where this Viper is. And with no weapon, could they push the Viper? No, they're going to choose to rotate over to B, and they're able to find the Killjoy. Will they get the plant down? They find the Raze as well. And now the side of Seattle have no weapons. They've just the Sheriffs. Will be nearly impossible for them to take this round, as Saints are crawling their way back into this game. Chillin should be able to pick up one here. New Meta's going to pick it up for him. Jello's going to find one. It's going to be a 1v5 situation for the Astra here. Is going to peek out. They know exactly where she is. They're going to play a bit slow though. Not going to get too kill hungry, as Invu is on 82 HP. But I see Canadian sneaking up with that Vandal. Going to go for the satchel peek. It's going to go down. Invu does find it, but Chillin will trade it out. And just like that, it's a 2-round game. If Saints can take this next one, they should be on track to tie it up.
Absolutely. This would be a very opportune time for Seattle University to take a timeout. They are losing the meta here, and as I speak it into existence once again, here we go. Seattle taking a timeout, realizing that the Saints have somehow found the secret weapon, being able to take the first 4 rounds here of this half. Once again, attacker sided, but they are just doing incredible, and they've closed the gap now to only 2 rounds between them.
And they're looking very, very good. They haven't dropped around, so their economy is through the roof. They can even afford to lose a round and dust it off. They will have the money to buy up the guns back. The side of On the other side, if they lose this next round, Saints are going to just swarm them with the weapon advantage as they have no economy, losing every round. Yes, they have the loser's bonus, so they will have a decent amount, but they won't have the Vandal full buys every round. So our Saints coming back strongly on the attack and not losing a round yet.
Absolutely. Canadian being very, very crucial once again in getting the Saints kind of boosted and going, finding those first bloods and being able to find the follow-ups after that too, playing Raze perfectly able to enter site and find those couple of picks, and the rest of the team doing a great job following up behind him here. And as we get into this next round, it will be full buys coming out, but once again, Seattle using the last of their money to get some Vandals and Phantoms, and they really need a round here to get themselves back into it. But like you said, Saints sitting comfortably, chilling with 8,000 credits. He himself is almost maxed out, or 8,800, so he is only 200 credits off from being maxed out, and they are sitting pretty for the next couple rounds.
I was surprised he didn't buy for Canadian there, as Canadian has like 900 credits.
Yeah.
Maybe didn't want to give him any of his savings, maybe, and is going to opt to choose to keep the money for himself, go over a little bit, throw some away, but when you're that rich, they won't notice the small numbers. Let's see what Saints want to do on the attack here. Going to play for a default, leave the spike and spawn and move up C a little bit.
Absolutely, they did get a little aggressive, but after the Killjoys stuff came out, they are going to back it up, grab that spike, and possibly rebound right back here on a C. They might even fake that rotate, as they are going to push up Mound. Kuwan waiting very intently on this B. Jello gonna flash him and get a little bit of intel, know that there is at least one person there. Door's gonna open. Saints might not be ready for the Viper Raze combo sitting there, but neither of them are gonna get peek and look at it. And here comes the big C push. Showstopper coming out from Canadian, but he's gonna be taken out by Teku, who finds a double on the new meta as well. Chillin gonna be able to take out Invu. Jello finding the trade on a Teku, and now a 3v3. Scrubby with a great kill there on the Kuwan, and they have C-Site to themselves to plant. But Pear's gonna find Scrubby making a little bit of a too quick of a peek there. Pear's gonna throw out the flash.
He flashed himself!
He knows that they're there. He's throwing at the dog at such a terrible time. Chillin gonna be able to find that pick. Nom baiting the defuse. 1v1 here. He does have the pit, and both on low HP. Here comes the flash.
Oh,
what a shorty play by Jello. Incredible flash. They are now only one round behind Seattle University here, and they have ecoed them to the max as they once again will have the gun advantage.
That is a massive round for the Saints there. The fact that they lost 2 with the Raze ult on the entry, Canadian the series has been so good, but with those Raze ults just can't find anything this game. And gets taken out by Teku, finds 2, and so much gunfighting, and in the end with the shorty able to clutch up their nice play by Jello. And now the Saints, as you said, yet again have the gun advantage. They're going to spot out the enemies on C, and every time they've done so, they've just walked up B and taken it for free. They're going to look to maybe do it again this time, but you see our Saints, every time they have the gun advantage, they like to play a little bit more slow. They play the defaults and just look for the long-range engagements.
Absolutely. The worst thing they can do here is make any silly mistakes when they have these stronger weapons. And as they push onto A here, it looks like the Sky is going to get very, very close, and he does not know that he has 3 Saints waiting for him on the other side of that smoke, and he's going to opt to back up and get through tree door. The Saints are going to hear this. He's not going to go through. He's actually going to fake it, and he's going to find a quick headshot on a Canadian. Those are the kind of mistakes we're talking about that the Saints need to be careful of. Can't be falling for those simple baits here. Jello going to try to find some info. He does know he's there, and the wall's going to go down. He's going to try to jump out and bait out the shot here. Flash is going to find Pears there. Pears going to send out a bird of his own. He's going to find a second kill on the Chillin, but quickly traded it out. Once again, Saints need to watch these mistakes because that double Sheriff kill is quite deadly.
30 seconds left.
That's a tragic start for the Saints. Yes, they do still have the weapon advantage, but in my opinion, a couple extra members is a bit more important than weapons, but it's going to be a mid-push. Invu will have to do so much here on the Astra. Will opt to just get out. He will get flashed out, but is he going to get pushed? Yes, he will. He finds the shot onto new meta, and Jello needs to get the plant down. He doesn't have the time, though. He's going to get pushed from everywhere, and it's going to be a thrifty coming out from Seattle, just like when it seemed like the Saints couldn't lose a round that they should have had for sure. They drop, and just like that, Seattle are back into this game. They're still not looking too great great economy-wise, but now they're on the same level as the Saints.
That is not the round that you want to be giving away at this point in the game. Seattle finding their first round of the second half, and it is a thrifty of all sorts of rounds. Couple mistakes out on the Saints side as they go down. They lose two big crucial kills to Pears, who is playing with the Sheriff. Incredible accuracy though on the side of Seattle's. They are able to find all those one taps and use those Sheriffs to their maximum ability. As we see, we are going to see that default play come out. Spike is going to be left behind as Saints do make this somewhat aggressive C push and try to get some intel here. Chillin and New Meta though going to be kind of babysitting that Spike and waiting for someone to get aggressive. Taku gonna throw some grenades out here, gonna slow down the Saints a little bit once again with those swarm grenades, but they aren't gonna quite find any damage yet onto them, and it's gonna be a little bit of a slower push here from the Saints.
Yeah, Saints opting out for that default push yet again. Now we see Seattle 3 stacking in the mid. Let's see what our Saints opt out to do. Are they going to go for the A push? It seems like so. No, they're going to change their mind last second. No, they're just going to bait out some util towards mid. And Chillin making a bit of space here for the Saints. Has no idea Pears is here though. Does see the flash come out, so knows Pears is pretty close. But now the side of Seattle surely know that Saints are pushing a 30 seconds left. There's going to be crazy battles going on here. Sky Ultimate does come out. Pears will get hit. No, it doesn't get hit by it and finds a huge shot onto Canadian. Does take a bit of damage, but the Saints need to take him down as Pears doing so much. Nom's getting a third, and it's a 2v3 now for the side of the Saints. Jello will get the plan down, however, and it's going to be a hard round to win for them. As here's Jello. He has no gun in his bullets in his gun. 8 bullets left. Will go down. 1v3 situation for New Meta. Will go down as well. And just like that, New Meta making an 11-8 game. Our Saints are now broke on the economy, and Seattle are making this one a very, very hard one to come back from.
Absolutely. Just like that, with the thrifty win and that decisive follow-up, they are able to put themselves ever closer to this victory and separate themselves from the Saints here. And Seattle now with 4 ults on the board. They've got all but the ult, and we're going to see a timeout come out from the Saints here. Perfectly timed, as they also are now kind of losing that momentum that they started with, and they need to find something to get themselves back in this game if they want to close out this series 2-0.
Yeah, it's going to be a rough one to come back from. They were on such a good momentum swing for a while. They're winning, what was it? They got up to 8, so 5 rounds in a row. Great play for them to start the second half, but they just weren't able to find these last 2 and now have put themselves in a very, very tough position. Map is still not over, obviously.
Of course.
11-8, if I'm not wrong. So Saints could still win 5 in a row here and just finish off the series like that, but it won't be easy, that's for sure.
Yeah, thankfully they did have this timeout in the pocket to try and slow things down, and this could be crucial, as we do see these timeouts are big momentum blockers and sometimes can be very favorable for the team taking them. So hopefully the Saints are able to use this extra time to come up with something that they know will beat this strong Seattle team, especially here on Lotus, a map that they haven't quite done so well on in the past and continue to look to do better on in the future.
Yeah, I mean, defensively was a rough game for them. Attacking-wise, looking pretty good. Only dropping 2 rounds so far, but dropping those rounds when they most needed to win them. We're going to be going into the next round pretty shortly, I believe, after the timeout. And hopefully our Saints can look to bring it back.
Absolutely. Hearing lots going down. We are going to hear the pick here. Sounds like a Guardian going out there.
No, Canadian.
A Canadian with an incredible pick there to start things off. First blood. Looking to take this one. Getting the man advantage already. And here we go. Viper Pit for the side of Saints 2. They are wanting this round more than ever. Spike is going to go down. Is it just inside? Yep, just inside the Viper Pit, which is great. Just got to make sure Chillin doesn't go down there. And here comes the lockdown. This could be detrimental here.
Oh, nice Canadian. Finds one. Is going to find a second. Does go down. But now a 4v2 situation for the Saints. Invu's going to find Scrubby trying to get out of that Killjoy ultimate. And he will get him. But that Viper ult is still up. Such a good Viper ulti. New Meta will go down, however. Now it's a 2v2. They know exactly where the spike is. Both members are on 1 HP. Jello's going to walk in here. Find one as Chillin Chillin finds the second, and just like that, Saints didn't have the best buy there, but were able to find the picks. Canadian going huge on that raise, and the Saints are right back into this game, down only 2 rounds now, and have all the weaponry they need to bring this one back.
Absolutely, and this is the round they need to. If they can get this, they can very well roll on closer to 13 and hopefully close it out before it becomes an overtime. However, if they lose, they will have to win 3 in a row afterwards to even bring it to the overtime. So now they need this 10th round win here to keep them in this game and get them closer to the 2-0 series sweep.
Absolutely, without a doubt. The Saints want to finish it off here. They do not want to go to a map 3 because this has been a long and hard-fought map too. And if Seattle win this, they will have all the momentum going into the 3rd map. Saints doing so much to come back. Losing this map would just feel like a lot of wasted time, which, you know, could be exhausting both physically and mentally. It is getting pretty late, but our Saints don't want to go to a map 3, that's for sure. They're going to be looking to push into C here, but they're going to rotate over probably to A like they have so many times before. If Chillin can find the pick here, does he have any idea this guy's there? He sees it, but Pairs will take him down, and that will shut down any idea of Saints rotating over to A. Now we're probably going to see them full commit onto the C side. We see the Killjoy ult coming out, but Saints a bit reluctant to push in, waiting for that ultimate. Oh, it gets destroyed by the Raise Bomb. That is a crazy pickup there for Seattle, but New Meta is able to take out Kuna. He pays for his troubles with his life, but does slow down the push fully. We're gonna see a couple members here from Seattle on C, and it's gonna be the Saints pushing in. 2 of them do go down though. So many picks coming out from this Killjoy. It's gonna be just Canadian stuck in the 1v3 now. He's gonna look for the picks, but just like that, Seattle are on map point, and they're gonna look to take it down here. They're gonna be looking good in this final round. Saints not looking too good economy-wise. They have to just spend all the money they have, and it's going to be looking like a hard round for the Saints to win.
Absolutely, they are able to get a couple Vandals out here onto the board, but a couple Stingers is not something you want to see, especially in the final desperate moments of this game. Match point is not where they wanted to be, especially after that last round, having a little bit of momentum after the timeout. And all they have now is the showstopper and the divider by Astra, whereas Seattle University is going to have the Skyle, which is great info and intel for them to have, but they're going to make this 5 push on to A. Viper Wall's going to go out on both sides. Pairs can hear the footsteps and smell the fear as he can see him through the wall almost. He is going to possibly hear the Saints there, but he is the only one on site right now. Viper trying to push up a little, and Canadian going to be able to trade out Chillin there, but Nom going to find the double as the smoke goes down, and 2v4 is how this round is going for the Saints.
Not going well, to say the least. Saints in a lot of trouble here. New Meta only has a Stinger, and Scrubby only has an Ares. Saints are not looking too good here as Invu. If he is able to break this down, will find a kill. Won't shoot through it just yet, as it's going to be a Vandal picked up for Scrubby, but he's going to have to do so much with it. He is 1 shot away from dying from any weapon of Seattle, as they do have the Vandals and Phantoms. The spike is down. Scrubby's going to be able to pick it up, but do they really have time to rotate anywhere? No, they don't. They're going to drop the ultimate onto A, and Scrubby's going to go down instantly. He's going to be just New Meta with a Stinger, looking for the 1v4. Is going to be able to find one, but on 8 HP, he will surely go down here. He does, and just like that, Seattle win map 2, and they're going to be able to take it to a decisive map 3. A lot more action coming, I feel like.
Oh, this was the one that we kind of thought that they were going to roll through a 2-0 victory, and it has been very, very, very close. Both teams really want to take this first round of the playoffs and set the tone, and especially for a first round, it is incredibly well matched up here. As we look at the scoreboard, we are going to see Canadian be that match MVP, but it just isn't quite enough there, as Nom, Pairs, and Invu are going to hold those next 3 spots. Pairs being a very, very crucial player on A, being able to get so many picks and play superbly well to kind of get the Saints off their game.
Yeah, if you look at the scoreboards, it was just a pretty even game from both sides. Both teams played well, but Saints just couldn't slow them down on the defense. Kind of got run over 9-3 and just couldn't bring it back on attack. They tried their hardest. They won 5 in a row, but after that, they got stopped in their tracks. And just like that, we're going to decisive map 3.
Absolutely. Game 3 is kind of what I expected here, especially they have been super close, and I think that game really showed it. There was a little bit more back and forth in that second half, but as far as the first half went, Seattle really dominating, being able to get that 9-3 lead, and at one point being up 6-0. Absolutely incredible, and rolled through the Saints and kind of had that momentum going for them, but incredible game played all together.
As you said, great game played from both sides. Seattle getting the upper edge. We're going to be going to a map 3 very, very shortly. We're going to throw it to a quick break. Players are going to need probably a few minutes after such a stressful map. So we'll be back in probably a couple of minutes with map 3. Don't go anywhere.
Whether you knew it or not, that is what's happening, and what you're looking at right
Ooh, this could be dangerous. Ooh, and it is.
Going to take this side tilt. Going for the TJ3. He landed. Hit by the smash. And that is game 1 in Lucas's favor. What a comeback.
That was amazing. Wonderful, wonderful. Checking the driving pack immediately. Switching sides in the corner. An incredible reset. Oh. And he does beat the level 2. This might kill. And it does! Hey. He spent most of his first stock actually just off the stage.
We're getting edge guarded really hard here.
Yeah.
And Icecracker hit the spike. It could be anyone's game at this point. Super close.
And is it gonna? No, it's not. And up to Will take it.
Any Street Fighter people want to come in here?
So, Ken is definitely at the advantage here, unless Marisa does her take the round.
Dashing back and forth, gets it there.
Ooh, just go for that fair spike. Joshua not letting the snake touch the ground. Oh, but he's got the sticky C4 on him. He's going to
Gets the down air to the kill. And that one's the key
He had to
Joshua.
kill him right there. Could have just ended Storm Sock. Give him the stanky leg.
Storm has won!
Let's go, Storm. The smash cut.
Let's go, players. Let's go, Storm.
Storm has won the grand finals.
Raids coming.
Can hear them through the doors.
And here we go. Game 3 on everything on the line here. Nam gonna start it off with the first kill. Kuon waiting here on defense. Looks like the Saints are gonna try to push at the middle, but they are gonna back off, possibly go for the B main entrance here. Chillin gonna be able to enter, find that first pick for the Saints on to Nam there. Great way to start it off, catching him off guard as he was looking at mid, and now they might make the rotate back towards middle or possibly towards A through sewers here.
Yeah, and it's going to be our Saints on the attack in the first half. Going to look to jump out to that lead yet again like they did in the first game. But We see Canadian on 2 HP, not looking too healthy. The Sky is not going to heal them up. Doesn't know there's a person to his right. He's going to get some info though, but oh my god, all the Saints are dropping like flies. Jello able to trade one now, but on 20 HP here, not going to be able to probably find too much more this round. He does have the spike, but the side of Seattle are defending this very, very well. 13 seconds left. Surely he won't have enough time to clutch this one out. Pear still has the dog, has all the util needed. Jello's gonna try and get the plant off. Won't be able to. Will get flashed out as well. Misses the shots on Invu. And Seattle University getting off to a hot start in the first round. Able to take it down and gonna look to push the momentum.
Absolutely picking up this first pistol round, setting the tone going forward. But right now it looks like kind of a slightly lighter buy. Gonna save some ghosts here and go for full shields instead. A couple Spectres and a Guardian gonna come out as well though, but a relatively different buy for the second round than we've seen previously.
Absolutely, and it's gonna be an B push from the Saints. If they can go quickly, they do have the man advantage. They do not have the weapons though. They have the Sheriffs. Chillin's gonna look for a pick on A here. He's not able to find it. Would be a very hard shot, and the Saints are gonna choose to rotate out. They had such a good push going there, but with the weapon disadvantage, they're scared to push through into B side. Gonna look to take advantage of mid as they like to do so often. Chillin is gonna fall to pairs though, and that's gonna be a great entry frag for the side of Seattle.
Absolutely. He was soundboarded there as he was trying to take down a lot of the Cypher util, but quickly taken out, giving Seattle University the man advantage here as they go through vents. They're going to make their way towards A. They will have Heaven all to themselves here, which they haven't quite fully realized yet. Going to flash ramps, but we are going to see the Viper going to be waiting there at the door. Canadian needs to make sure he checks his corners so he doesn't get caught off by Nom once again. Teku on the site just waiting. Nom gonna find Canadian as he makes the more aggressive swing here, giving them the 5v3 advantage.
And Nom just has the ghost, didn't choose to buy a weapon. Is maybe gonna go for an operator in this next round if the side of Seattle are able to pick this one up. As Jello's gonna drop, New Meta's gonna trade that out, but Invu is able to take out Scrubby. It's a 4v2 situation, 4v1 for St. Clair's. New Meta is gonna go down to Nom. Nom with just the ghost, gonna look for a weapon to pick up, but nobody had anything. And just like that, Seattle are looking in a very, very good spot to pick up the bonus.
Absolutely. Now, if we take a second to look at the picks here, we are going to see once again an extremely similar team comp here. The only difference being that chamber for the Cypher in that terms of the Sentry agent here. So it'll be interesting. New Meta does play that chamber a lot, and we'll see if that can be a more vital for the Saints here.
Yeah, New Meta is really good with the operator when he gets it, but this game having a bit of a rough time. The Saints as a whole having a bit of a rough time. They're kind of just playing a bit too passive, I want to say. Like in that scenario, should maybe to look to try and put out a bit of util on to B, figure out who's there, use a Sky Dog, look around. But Saints love playing for that mid position because you can go either A or B from that side. They're going to get the flash up onto Heaven, but won't figure out that the raise is there. Didn't get the sound cue. Saints, though, knowing that there's no one there or assuming so, will try and take that space. And I think it's going to be an A push because that's where the Viper wall is set up.
Absolutely. Now all making their way through sewers very quietly, though. They do not want to alert anybody waiting on ramps that they're coming. They got to be careful here that they don't actually make a jump. The Skybird flash might have just missed them, but Pear's going to pull back over the corner here, and now they do know it's coming as all the sound cues come out. Pear's going to find that first pick on Scrubby, but quickly trade it out. Jello and New Meta each finding everyone left that on A, and they will finally be able to get this spike put down here. Nom with the judge going to push down ramps, but he's going to be found by Canadian, who's now left on 20 HP. Last two agents for Seattle in Heaven here. Not much to work with. Sheriff and a Guardian. They're going to find one, and Jello does find the second, getting the first round under St. Clair's belt here. 2-1 now.
Saints able to prevent the bonus, are able to take this one down, but do lose a couple members, so it's going to be a bit of a rougher buy for Scrubby and Canadian. Chillin, New Meta Jello will have the full shield, full util, full everything by side of New Seattle. All 5 members full shield, full buy, full util probably. So Seattle have a bit of an advantage here as Scrubby won't be able to afford too much. No, he's gonna get the Phantom from New Meta, I believe, as Saints not looking too good economically wise, but Seattle are the same. Whoever wins this round will have a bit of a eco lead for the next few rounds as Saints very quickly able to make their way up mid. Oh my god, some dangerous shots there onto Jello, but does not find him as they're gonna push him. They get the full stun. Everyone gets fully blinded, and they're able to take him down to 1 HP, but Chillin slowly getting up into A is able to find the pick for the Saints, and that could open up opportunity to push.
Absolutely. Nom as well. Very, very low HP. Not much to fight with here.
Canadian though too.
Exactly, yeah. But he is going to be healed up by Jello here, who will get him very close back. It will get him back up to that 100. Yep. Very, very easily. Seattle now also opting for the Sky. They've lost him this round, but finally have some heals for the first time in the series. Skyle going out. Not going to do much, though. Invu's going to find New Meta, and Chillin's going to be there for the trade.
Oh, nice.
Guan getting taken out very quickly, too. 2v4 for Seattle. They have to do whatever they can to stop this defense. Chillin and Nom both up in this heaven area. Waiting. Chillin looking away at the worst time possible. He's going to be taken out by Nom. Nom looking around. He's still only 29 HP. Not much to do here. Canadian going to be looking back and forth. Hopefully doesn't get caught off guard. Nom finding Scrubby now. Chillin hopefully knows where he is. Canadian going to find Teku here. And now a 2v1 for the Saints.
And they know exactly where Nom is now. Both of the players of the Saints just need to find one bullet onto Nom, as Nom knows he needs to just find some lucky shots here. But where did the Saints go? They went up to heaven randomly. Canadian getting his 3rd kill of the round and is going to be able to secure this round for the Saints. Now having that eco lead looking pretty decent on this attack.
And they've tied up this game as well, looking to take the lead here in this round, especially now that they know they have the weapons advantage. Once again, they cannot afford to make the silly mistakes that they have in the previous games when it comes to these force rounds here, especially when Seattle is opting to take some stingers and sheriffs here. The Vandals and Phantoms should have the obvious advantage, and as long as Saints play smart, they can take this round very easily. Astrostar is going to go out and block
wide open.
His mid-sight. Jello going to be able to get that intel and that stun. Nom going to be able to back off. He's going to take that full Sky Flash to the face once more in the vent area. And Saints have B all to themselves.
I mean, they have no idea, but look how quickly they move. That's what I like to see from the Saints. Just taking that site in dominant fashion. There's going to be 2 in their spawn, 3 people coming in from heaven, it seems like. No, it's just going to be the Viper in the Sky, but not many weapons for Seattle, as you mentioned, should be very, very hard to retake, especially on this side. Nom's going to look for a couple shots, but is anyone watching the flank? Do they have any idea that there's 2 people garage? Canadian going to find one, but it's going to get taken down through the smoke. Jello's able to find one, and the Cypher's still on that flank. Chillin finds one, New Meta finds one, Jello finds a second, and just like that, Saints in a very dominant fashion, keeping 4 members alive, are able to take a 3-2 lead, and are going to look to keep this momentum rolling on the attack.
Absolutely, this is the Saints we like to see. Timeout going to come out of Seattle University now, as this is a good chance for them to grab a timeout. They have lost the momentum here, now going down in this match. 3-2 though, got still pretty close, but Saints now finding their groove.
Yeah, Saints, you know, didn't get the best start to this game, but are able to crawl their way back and take a lead. Now this round, both teams with a full buys are Saints. You know, they are they play their team with a lot of energy. When they when they win around, you can hear them from anywhere in the school. It feels like.
Absolutely.
And you know, that's what we love to see. We love to see passion in esports, and our boys on the Academy VALORANT team surely show as much passion as you could. So
for real,
we want to see them make it deep into this playoff run. Maybe not really an underdog, but a very, very close series here, and hopefully they can close this one out. Would be very happy for them if they could.
Absolutely. Our Saints Academy are actually also ranked in the top 20 for the power rankings for VALORANT too. So they are a dominant team here, by no means an underdog, but they do have to make their way up here. And this first round in the playoffs, this first win over Seattle, who have also been an amazing team, would be a great way to show what they're made of. And now they have the chance to do so. But full buys coming out here from both teams. So we're going to see a true test of skill here. See what happens. Showstopper going to come out from Canadian. He's flying in as all raises do. He will take heaven. Util going to be taken out for him. He might find... Oh! Perfect shot onto Nom there with the showstopper. Got the sound cue and made the move. Jello able to get on the site here and get a double for himself. Canadian going to be taken out by Kuwan, who's going to be traded out quickly by Numeta, and now it's Invu in a 1v4 situation. Quickly taken out by Scrubby, and Saints now starting to roll.
Very important round for the Saints, and that's how I like to use the Razel. Just get in there. He wasn't necessarily even gonna find a kill there, but I believe it was Nom getting a bit too aggressive up in mid lane on that Viper, trying to rotate just a bit too early, didn't wait out the Razel long enough and get taken down by Canadian. Able to find that entry pick, just take sight so easily with the numbers advantage, and now our Saints are up big. They have the 4-2 lead, they have the weapons, as Seattle are gonna full save here with the Light Shield and Sheriffs. Our Saints are gonna play for a bit of a default push, maybe a look up to push B here, as we're gonna see Numeta gonna be able to find one. No, Invu's gonna find a huge pick on him. That's a great shot from him. He does have the showstopper as well. Is gonna opt not to use it just yet, but Jello still wants to push this B side if possible. The bird gets stuck on that ledge. Very unfortunate for him. He's gonna pick up that ult orb. I'm not sure if he gets his ultimate off that one, but Saints still have the weapons advantage. Probably gonna rotate over all the way to A.
Absolutely, and now Seattle University with the man advantage raise is going to get healed back up to 100 HP at least here. And Scrubby just waiting now with the spike still by B, waiting to see if anybody pushes here. They are going to look to get on this B, but they are going to be met. Jello finding a great kill on the pairs there to bait out the possible A push. He's going to send out the dog to get some info.
Oh, I think he saw him.
May have just spotted Teku, but it could be very close, and they were able to get one rotate away from B here. Now a 3-on-2 man advantage here if Saints push in and make it smart, but Kuwan waiting with that Sheriff, and here we go. It's all about to happen. They're going to get the quick kill on Kuwan. Showstopper comes out, but doesn't quite find anybody, but Invu going to clean up Scrubby there. He is now taken down to a shred of health, though. Chilling on literal 1 HP, able to find one so far. Going to look for the second, but taken out by Teku, and now a 1v2 for Jello. He's going to be in a tough situation there.
Ultimate.
He's going to send out the ult, get this great intel here, knows both of them are right there. He finds one, looking for the second one, he finds two, and he's going to clutch this round with 3 kills and take a 5-2 lead.
I mean, that's so well played by Jello. Single-handedly just carrying his team at the moment. 10-2 on that Sky. And if the Saints lost that round, they would be in a dire spot, as it would have been a thrifty. Thankfully, Jello, when it matters most, putting on a performance. He is 10 kills on the Sky. That's not something you see all the time, but you do see it from Jello pretty often. Such a great player, making such great plays and giving Saints a 5-2 lead in this game.
Absolutely. In terms of ults, though, we are going to see the Viper Pit ready for that post-plant situation. And Numeta going to hold on to the chamber, the Tour de Force here for a little bit. Possibly wait until the eco's low. Big snake bite coming out here. Will it hit? It's going to hit elbow with very nice fashion, but not find anything. Teku going to find Canadian, quickly traded out by Numeta, though. One left in heaven to defend the site. Viper Pit coming out onto the field here as Spike is going to go down right in the middle of it, making it very hard for Seattle to do this, to have a successful retake.
It's not going to be easy for Seattle, but it is possible, and all you need is just a possibility. We're going to see a lot of Util coming out. We're going to see the Sky ultimate coming out. We're going to see the Astra stun coming in. Can Invu find anything on this entry? Chillin does go down. The Viper Pit's going to drop, and Jello goes down as well. Now it's a 2v4 for the Saints. As Numeta goes down, we're going to see the Astra ult maybe wasted just a little bit, as Astra's going to be able to pull them off that spike a little bit, but we're going to see the round going over to Seattle as everyone from St. Clair does go down.
Absolutely. Saints better take a second in between rounds here to really think about what just happened. This is not the time where you want to let Seattle get back and roll through with a little bit of a win streak of their own. You just had a nice 5-round streak. want to try to close this out, this half out. 9-3, the most they could do right now, and that's the dream. But getting at least a couple more rounds up before the end of this half and being in that lead position will leave them in a very good spot going into the second half.
Without a doubt, and you know, what would you say? This map more attack or defense sided?
I would say definitely a little more defenders in my opinion, a little bit easier for defenders to rotate. But this mid...
Oh, he looked away again!
This mid is the area that is all too important in split, and Canadian makes that known as he finds that first pick.
We've seen Nom do it a couple of times now where he just shoots and looks away. It's a bad habit. Everyone's done it before, but Pear's going to find one, going to get taken out. Do they have any idea that the Astros up here? Yes, they do. Numeta finds him. Now it's going to be a 4v2 situation. All the Saints should get healed up by the Sky here if possible. Low HP there on the chamber, but yes, he will get healed up, and the Saints will very slowly move their way over to A. And in a 4v2 situation, it just feels like it's going to be hard for them to lose this round.
Absolutely, especially with Tenku now stepping out from sight. He will most likely go up to heaven here. No, he's going to slowly make his way back towards B. This could be a very, very poor decision. He does have the tripwires to give him the information he needs, but it will not hit the Skydog, and he will not know, but he is going to get a sound cue here from and see the Astrostars. And now, as the spike will go down, Seattle is going to have to have a tough retake here, 2v4, but he finds a pick through the smoke.
Oh my, you're going to spike down.
Yeah, he won't be planted there. Invu finding one of his own on Numeta, making it a 2v1 now.
And now it's looking kind of scary for the Saints, but here's going to be the challenge from Scrubby. Just run away. Don't take the 1v1. Take the 2v1 if you can. Invu playing very, very aggressive, knowing that he needs to find a pick quickly. Is going to drop down. Scrubby doesn't see him. Does find the team ace for the Saints. And just like that, they take a 6-3 lead, looking to close out this half in a very strong manner.
Invu had a very, very great thing going there, trying to shoot through the corner and get the wall penetration, but just aiming a little bit low. But incredible play by him to bring it back. Numeta now going to pop out the Tour de Force and save his eco here a little bit. He is going to buy, however, for Canadian. Good job kind of sharing, being nice. And it's actually going to leave them in a much better spot moving forward for eco. They will be able to buy next round. But here we go. Let's see what Numeta can do here with an operator in hand.
You want to play? Let's play.
That's why you've seen Chambers so many times. He's been meta for so long because even when you don't have the money, the operator, that's why Jet as well with the knives. Two agents that are very, very good for the economy of the game, as he's gonna take full A heaven control with that chamber ult. He may be not knowing that Nom is around this corner. On the Viper, Canadian's gonna get out. Numeta is still playing pretty cheeky here, but there is a camera, I believe, from the Cypher. Numeta is gonna look to take it out with the pistol, doesn't find it, but this is a very good camera, actually. Numeta has no way of taking it out. And anytime he steps out, he is going to get spotted. With the side of the Saints, I'm going to look to push up A, probably go into B, as Numeta is able to sneak through just a little bit. Can he get onto Vents and find the Viper? That's a huge 1v1 going on there in Vents. Numeta's going to look for it. He can't find it, but the Viper might have to peek Numeta here. That should have been calmed, and Numeta should have had that shot around the corner, but didn't get it there. Now Invu sitting in this corner. Numeta has no idea he's there. Going to take down one, going to take down two, living on 8 HP, and just like that, with 30 seconds left, Saints left in the 3v5.
Absolutely, Numeta still playing on this A site on ramps. Might be a little bit of a mistake here, as he should be with the team, and he is going to get spotted out here. Possibly shot through the box. He's going to make it out alive and be able to TP back and possibly rejoin his team. But now Pear's going to heal up that raise, and Spike is going to get onto B. But Nom there, he could just shoot through the smoke. He's going to find him. And now Numeta not having to worry too much, as he doesn't actually have a real operator to save, thankfully. And he will pick up a Phantom there. So at least he has a little something to bring into the next round. But 6-4, still in the lead, but looking to take at least a couple more rounds before this half is over.
And as you said, it is a defensive-sided map. So Saints are going to be happy with whatever happened no matter what. But as you said, want to finish out this half strong. If they could get an 8-4 lead, could put themselves in a very, very good spot. We're going to see full buys from both sides here. Ultimates for Raze and Cypher. Only Jello with that Sky ultimate. Let's see what the Saints can pull off here. They're looking to 3-man mid, 1B, 1A, chillin'. Gonna look to find a pick on A here, but won't find too much just yet. Will make a lot of space though, and maybe find a pick in heaven. Won't be able to do that just yet. As Saints look to take control of mid. They love doing it. Nom just kind of spraying through the smoke, but not gonna find too much. And Saints playing a little bit patient, not getting too aggressive onto these sites.
Absolutely. Teku and Chillin gonna be going head to head here. He is gonna knock out the tripwire, letting Cypher know that he is right there. But this could be a good play as Chillin now kind of baiting out all of Seattle to 3-stack up on A here.
I've got your trail.
And Skyall gonna come out. It's gonna be great info to find Invu, but Invu's gonna be able to find one. He's gonna pull the Showstopper out. Kwon finds a second. Showstopper not gonna quite find anything there. And Chillin and Scrubby left to try and get the site. Heaven, Spike is now dropped in Heaven, unfortunately. Nom knows it very well, and Seattle will look to take this round.
I mean, Saints just got 2v4 held, basically. Seattle playing this round perfectly. Chillin gonna get flashed out, but I don't think this guy has any idea how far Chillin up is. He's gonna be able to spot out one, does spot out the second as well, and now he knows that's not the corner he wants to peek. 13 seconds left. I think they're both gonna save up their guns as economy. It's one more round left in the half, so they're gonna save the guns and just try and make it a 7-5 half, as Seattle will make it a 6-5 game. Last round of the half will be a very, very important one. And what do you think? What do you think the Saints should do different? They lost the last few rounds. What do you think they should do to switch it up and maybe make this a 7-5 half?
Well, although you don't want to be too aggressive, you certainly don't want to be too passive on these attacks. Saints have been playing this very slow. The mid, they should by now know that Nom has been consistently holding from vent room in mid, and maybe getting the paint shells in there for early denial and kind of to make them back off so they can take this B Heaven a lot more. That mid control is super important. It's something the Saints need to focus on a little more. We're going to see an Odin come out here for Pair. It's kind of an interesting buy. Don't get to see that too often. And it might work in his favor. This Viper Wall comes down. Could be very deadly. It's going to start spraying and praying. Not going to quite find anything but the Sky Dog there. New Meta going to try to push in and get rid of that Odin. But he is going to be taken out by Teku, who's traded quickly. Pair is going to find Canadian, though. Once again, going to switch up some weapons here. Saints are now down 3-4, but Chillin's going to tie it up with his pick on a Nom. Pairs with the Odin, just decimating the squad through the walls as he finds Chillin. And he's going to find Jello with that dog. He knows he's going to be hanging around elbow, and now St. Clair down 3-2.
Yeah, they're down the member, but Scrubby in a pretty good spot here. But Pairs on 1 HP, able to find so much, and just like that, it is gonna be a tied up half, as close as you can get, 6-6. A very exciting half from both teams, but in the end, we are stuck at a draw as of right now.
Absolutely. And this is going to be very, very tight going into this second half here. Both teams know what is on the line. This is map 3. There is no more redemption after this. You have to give it your all here. And Saints are going to be looking to do that on the defensive side now.
And let's see where the side of Seattle is going to push. I wonder if they're going to go really, really quickly, or they're going to play more like the Saints, a bit more passive. It looks like a full 5-man push from Seattle, but Saints look like they're pretty ready for it with 4 members of their own near that A site. It's just new meta on B site, and he does have those teleports to get out quickly.
Absolutely. Interesting stacking here coming. A is a little bit more of an obvious side to take, but sure enough, Seattle gonna go for a very, very quick push here. Canadian, Scrubby and Jello gonna find a couple kills of their own, each finding 2 so far. Pair is gonna try to get up to heaven for some safety here, but Chillin waiting there for him. He's gonna hear him now. Gonna be blinded a little bit. All the info in the world, they know he's there. Chillin just kind of playing with him. And here we go, 3v1. Oh my gosh, incredible blind, but Scrubby, through the blindness, able to find that 3rd kill for him in this round, and Saints go up early in the second half.
Great start for the Saints. Basically textbook, as you said, the aggression could be a bit dangerous if you're too aggressive. I think that's what we saw from Seattle. All 5 members just getting onto site. They had no idea where the defenders were, and they just dropped like flies. Saints able to take the advantage. We're going to see Scrubby pick up the Vandal. The rest of the Saints going to go for the Heavy Shield and Spectre combo, as he's going to switch over to the Phantom last second. And it's going to be looking like a mid push this time from Seattle. They don't have the weapons, so I don't think they have the highest hopes for this round.
Absolutely. A mid push from Sura too. Very, very interesting. Able to kind of take it from a different side here, and Chillin might not be expecting it, but 3 of our Saints in the middle here, they probably will look for a quick rotate, as Seattle is going to 5-man onto A here. Not too much to contest it this time. Skydog is going to see a little bit there. Jill's going to get a little info. New Meta just missing with some of those random shots in the dark. Take another shot, you might hit a couple, but all of Seattle going to make it up into heaven now.
No idea.
Jello, turn around. They're coming in the door. Yes, you will get the sound cue here. You are going to know that Summer there. He's going to flash. He's probably going to hit all of them there, but he's going to retreat. Take this smart. Invu finding that pick on a New Meta. Jello hiding behind the corner. He's going to find one before he's taken out by Kuan.
Oh!
And great shot by Invu. Perfect flick there onto Chillin, and now giving them the 4v2 man advantage.
And that's a brutal round for the Saints so far, but it is far from over. Seattle just 5 stacked on top of each other. They're going to be able to get a couple of Spectres as well, so it's going to be a really hard round for the Saints to win, and that's how you're supposed to play the attack. You have the numbers advantage, you take the good gunfight, you hit the shots, and the game becomes very, very easy. Let's see if our Saints can bring this one back, but they don't have much time. They kind of need to go. Scrubby's going to get traded out, and Canadian's going to get traded out as well. That's a thrifty for Seattle, and now St. Clair are going to be fully broke. That's a huge round for Seattle, and they're going to take the momentum of this game.
Thankfully, Seattle didn't find Scrubby's Phantom, so they won't really have anything special to bring into this next round, and therefore are going to have to buy up a little bit to make it in this round. But back and forth so far, both teams taking 1 round so far in the second half, neither wanting to give an inch here to the other team, and it is going to be incredible second half in this game.
But getting a thrifty after losing the pistol round, like that's like the momentum of that is unmatched. So we're gonna see Saints go for a very aggressive mid push. Chillin is he gonna peek out here? Yes, they will find one. If the flash here is gonna be massive, they find the full flash. It's gonna be a 2-for-2 trade, but Invu on the raise, able to find so many picks. Scrubby found a pick with the Sheriff. Does get taken down to 16 HP, and now it's gonna be a 1v3 on A side for New Meta. If he can find a couple shots with this pistol here, would be massive. Let's see if he can find the raise. No, he finds a couple body shots. Raises on 1 HP, but will not go down as Nam finds one. It's going to be him versus New Meta up here. New Meta is going to choose to TP over closer towards the bomb, but in a very rough spot with just a classic. I think he's going to get pushed pretty soon by a Spectre, and he will meet his fate. He's gonna peek out here. It won't see much, as there's 2 members directly to his left sitting in this corner. And New Meta will go down to Nom just like that. Seattle taking an 8-7 lead, and I think their first lead in the match. In the map.
Yeah, definitely big thing for Seattle here to move forward. They want to now build momentum of their own and try to get up here, as this is looking like it could very well go to an overtime, but Saints now want to return the favor, try to tie this back up and look for a lead of their own. They are able to buy up some good weapons this round, and they want to take this round to really put a dent into Seattle's economy.
Without a doubt, we're gonna see Seattle go for a bit of more of a default play, as our Saints have a couple members on A and a couple members mid, 1 member on B. Not a bad defensive setup, and Seattle, this the first round, they've kind of not played together fully. They've kind of split up a little bit, as Teku on the Cypher will just be sitting here with nobody's pushing that anytime soon. And it seems like it's going to be a big mid push coming in from Seattle, but Canadian takes him down to 1 HP, and he's going to get taken down So will Chillin. It's a 3v5 now for the Saints as his great picks coming up from Seattle. Nom does clear out mid. All 5 members from Seattle just kind of together, having no idea where to go. They're going to choose to back up and pick up the spike, which is kind of needed on this attacking side. And they're going to probably go over to A, getting so many kills early in the round. It's going to be almost impossible for New Meta to hold this one down.
He just heard all of them run through sewers and he knows what's about to go down. He's called all the Saints back to site. They are going to get there. Jello's going to try to find Splash. New Meta finds a kill on the Kuon. Gets this, finally gets a pick on there. He's going to stop the Flawless, but they have now planted the spike and have such a perfect setup with this Astrhold. Just starting to go down now. Saints can start to make a push out here, but all of Seattle holding corners and perfect sight lines. New Meta finding the second onto Pairs there. He's going to try to shoot through the screen and get a couple, but he is quickly taken out. And just like that, Seattle will take this round. Now the 2-point lead, looking to close this game out.
Nom hitting a couple crucial shots there, gets the 3K, and Seattle gonna probably take this round as well, considering the Saints have no money to buy any weapons. Should be able to take a 10-7 lead, but if our Saints can pull off the thrifty here, they're right back into it. Will be easier said than done, of course. Getting those thrifties are so hard, but all you need is one shot to the head with the Sheriff at the right range, and you should be able to take out the enemies. Let's see what Seattle can get on the push here. Gonna look towards mid and B, probably gonna be a B push. They have a bit of util on A, the Viper wall for distractions, but the Saints read this one out perfectly. They have a couple members sitting over on B, but they're not gonna find too much. Let's see if Seattle's gonna push quickly. No, they're gonna choose to go for a slow default push mid with their weapon advantage and just look to get these favorable gunfights.
Absolutely. Gonna push up mid here. As we talk about, mid is very important. Control, and Nom knows that as he defended it so perfectly in that first half, and he's gonna take out Chillin to start off this round here. Invu finding a good shot on the Jello there, but Canadian gonna be able to find Teku. Now a 2v4 for the Saints. They are just not in the place they want to be. New Meta, all he's got is that Headhunter, but it's no match for Invu and the Vandal. He has just been a very standout player in this map. And now Pairs finding that final pick on a Canadian. They take a 10-7 lead and look to run away with this game.
Yeah, this is going to be basically Saints' kind of, not last chance, second last chance is actually exactly what it is. If they lose this one, they have one more round to maybe drop, to save up. But if they win this one, they can bring themselves right back into this map. This is going to be an absolutely crucial round. We see the full buys from both teams. Chillin can't afford the full shield. Will get the light shield, needing all the util on that Viper. And let's see what the side of Seattle is going to do on this attack. Looks like yet another mid push. They're loving this mid, getting so much map progression as New Meta takes out Nom to get the first pick, and that's a huge pick. Nom has been so good this map. It's gonna look like Seattle are just gonna full push B after getting that information. There's a couple members on A, and let's see how quickly they can do it. Saints have the defense. It's a 2v4. Scrubby's gonna have to go absolutely massive here through the smoke. Can he find the shots? If he just starts spraying through it, could find something. He doesn't check the corner, and he's gonna go down, and Scrubby in that corner will find 3. Seattle are gonna be kicking themselves for that one, as Scrubby should have surely went down in that corner, but Invu just didn't check the corner and just let him kill the rest of his team. A very good round for the Saints, and now they're going to look to bring this map back, try and tie it up at 10, but they are one round away from doing that, as it is only 10-8. It's going to be Seattle looking for a push onto A.
Absolutely. Chillin gonna opt for a little bit of a save here again. Wasn't able to save any guns from the previous round. And we are going to see Canadians start to try and take this mid control. Seattle are going to go for a 4-man push here. They are going to play it super slow. They haven't exactly moved. Skyle coming out from Pairs here, and Jello going to find the first pick on Invu. That is a huge pick, taking out the Rays and taking out such a crucial player in this game. And it looks like Seattle now going to run back towards B for the rotation, as Chillin is going to face off with Tenku here. Teku just missing the wrong side of him. He's going to throw a cage down and be able to stop Chillin, but that snake bite going to take a little bit of health off him.
Yeah, he's going to take a bit of poke. He's going to push Heaven. New Meta does have the operator here. It's gonna go massive. Oh, that's a crucial miss there, but is able to stay alive. They're gonna use the Viper ultimate here. Can New Meta find anything? Canadian finds one, Scrubby finds one, and it's a 2v4 situation as it's gonna be all into Nom and this Viper, but Scrubby finds him in the pit, and it's gonna be all into Tech, who has to reload. Saints are able to get it back, and just like that, it's a 10-9 game, and I don't know if Seattle have the money to buy up here. They won't have money for all their members. We'll get a couple weapons in there, and they will be able to buy up, I believe, having to buy one Guardian maybe and a couple light shields. But Saints, one round away from tying it up and putting themselves in a great spot as New Meta picks up the operator.
Absolutely, that operator is going to be a huge, and especially if he plays it right in mid here, he can hold it so well. And we see those two Seattle members going to push up into mid here. This could be a very crucial play if New Meta can find some great kills, as three of them now pushing up, but he's going to be looking at the wrong side as they have been entering from the sewer entrance, which is a little bit different. New Meta going down to the Sheriff. Not the gunfight you want to lose, especially holding that up.
Oh, the
Chillin' too, gonna take a lot of damage here.
Not a lot. It could have been very,
it could have been, yeah.
Could have been very bad. I think he destroyed it like last second, but he's gonna get dogged out. Chillin has to go massive here in mid. He's gonna throw away a weapon here. He does get naded out, but the side of Seattle are gonna choose to play it very, very passively. They are up a member, and they do have those weapons if they need. If they can pick up that operator in mid, would be very, very deadly. It could be something to go either B or A along with, but they don't seem like they're able to pick it up. Chillin gonna take a shot to the body from that Sheriff, and now they're gonna use the Cypher ultimate. They're gonna figure out exactly where everyone is from the side of the Saints, but they can't find too much as we see a raise over on B side. The side of Seattle are gonna rotate down through sewers, and they're gonna be pushing over to A.
Absolutely, I know that as of right now, there is only one. The Skybird isn't going to do much for Jello. He's not going to be able to get any intel and not know that the impending attack is here. Viper Wall is going to go up, and they're just facing each other on the other side of it. Bird is going to spot someone. Great pick by Jello, but he's quickly taken out by Pairs. We got Chillin. Trying to push out the smoke. He finds two. Absolutely incredible way to slow time down. Pushing it to the last second. Spike does have to go down here, and it will. Cage is going to go up.
Oh, no.
Invu finding a pick in Heaven onto Scrubby. That is a
though.
crucial one.
Oh, my.
Double here for Teku. He's going to finish it and bring it to 11-9. Great spray as he heard them go through his cage.
Saints were looking so good there after Chillin found those two picks, but then the beautiful shots coming out from Teku and Invu able to clutch up the 2v3, and Teku might be on the bottom of the leaderboard, but finding the two biggest picks of the game so far through the trap there, giving the side of Seattle an 11-9 lead, and now we're going to see Saints full forcing it with a Judge, with a Stinger in there. They know that it's do or die and that they need to win this round. There's going to be the Viper ult coming out on to mid from Chillin. They want to deny Seattle from walking up mid as they have every single round. The dog's going to come out. They're still going to choose to push through it a little bit. Going to just scout out a little. Spot out the race. Canadians on 1 HP and does go down. Chillin also on low HP. Will have to get out as that Viper did so much damage to him with those mollies. And now the side of Seattle are going to back up and look for a B push.
What a way to start that round, finding Canadian very quickly with the boom bot and then the quick Guardian shot, and pretty well taking out all of Chillin until he's gonna hopefully find Jello here for a heal, but it might not be able to come in time as Seattle makes a quick push on here onto site. Just Scrubby and Jello finding a pick of their own, but Nam and Kuan gonna find a couple to trade them out, and now it is just up to New Meta for a 1v3 clutch here. He's gonna be in a bad spot too, not quite able, and it looks very, very, very bad for the side of the Saints now.
Yeah, and the Cypher is still alive. He will have that camera, spots out exactly where Canadian or New Meta is. It's gonna be a nearly impossible 1v3, but never say never. New Meta peeks a couple corners, but he's now wide in the open. He has no idea where any members of Seattle are. There's a Cypher right here, and he will go down. It will be match point for Seattle as they look to get through this tournament. A very hard opponent in St. Clair in the first round, and Saints are broke. They have no money. They need to talk things over here. It is do or die for them, and with no money, they're gonna have to have some scuffed buys here. The side of Oh, St. Clair are just not looking good. They want to hold off this match point, but it won't be easy. After such a close series, going to a map 3, very, very, very tough for them to be on match point, but it is still far from over. They could bring this back, but considering the economical situation, it's going to be very rough.
Absolutely. This is the closest, I believe, any of the games have been so far. It's been very back and forth. Saints just giving up a little bit too much right now in the end, and I think it really all comes down to that mid control. Mid control and split is so crucial, because as an attacker, you get that mid, you can now go A or B very easily and quickly take site just like that. Whereas a defender, same thing. If you need to rotate, going through vents is the quickest way, but if you've lost that to the attackers, you can be cut off very easily, and it's not going to be looking too good for you. So when it comes to it, that mid control is what Saints need so much right now, and hopefully Chillin can finally find the right groove to get on it here. It looks like Seattle's going to opt for a little bit of a default play here, as they are going to kind of split themselves up here, try to find some picks, but they are going to be going a little bit explosive here on B.
It's a full fake on B. Canadian's going to take out Invu with that ultimate, but the Saints are probably rotating over to B a little bit. New Meta does get taken down, and now Seattle are going to look to make their way onto A. If they can go quickly, they have a good numbers advantage, but Jello finds one, does get taken down. That's going to be the plan coming down for the side of Seattle, as Nom able to make up so much space here. Canadians on 1 HP. As soon as does he find him? Yes, he finds one. Does he have the seconds here? He's going to be able to make it out, and Scrubby letting off some shots, giving up his position exactly. 2v3 for the side of the Saints. Chillin going to have to find some big picks here. He's going to be able to push through. The spike is down. Saints have probably around 30 seconds to get in there. Pairs is going to have full control of Heaven, as both Saints members are going to be walking out. Main, can they find anything? Nom is going to be there. There's going to be the Astral blocking off Heaven, but Pairs is going to find one. Now it's a 1v3 for Scrubby for his tournament live on 20 HP. It's going to get flashed out. One shot and he will go down. And there it is. 4 kills for Nom. Seattle able to knock out St. Clair after losing map 1 and pull off the reverse sweep to take them down.
Absolutely incredible there. Played perfectly by Seattle. They just had that split control and knew exactly how they wanted to play that whole game, and did just an absolutely incredible job. And Saints did their best, especially in that last game, kind of finding some routes to get back at Seattle and be able to work around them, but it just wasn't quite enough.
With that being said, that's the game. Let's do a quick recap of today. We only had the 2 games. League of Legends, we had our varsity team in NECC League of Legends playoffs round 1. They were able to beat Ball State University with a pretty dominant 2-0 victory. So very well played by them, and hopefully they can continue their run a bit deeper into this tournament. And then we just saw our Valorant Academy team taking on Seattle. Very, very close series. Had a very strong start to the series, dominating in map 1. But after that, it all went downhill. A bit of a rougher map 2. Map 3 was really close, but they just couldn't close it out. And unfortunately, that is going to be, I believe, the end of the road for our boys. If I'm not wrong.
Absolutely. Might be a double elimination tournament. That was round 1. So if it is, they will have a chance in the lower bracket to try and make their way back up. But we will find out more information on that soon. But yeah, quite an interesting day today, getting to see League and Valorant. Great job to both teams. The Academy Saints team on Valorant, great job. Great fight there at the end. And great job to our Varsity League team sweeping today and having a great game there. Everyone played well today.
Yeah, our predictions were close. We got the 2-1 right, but unfortunately it didn't fall our way. And I think we're going to start closing it out. I think that's the end of the day. So let's say thank you to everyone in the back.
We have Amanda, Matthias back there, Tommy observing, Dan, of course, as well. Thank you so much. Great job in the work back there, making this all help. Yes, of course, and Amanda too. And then obviously thank you to our sponsors as per usual, Tim Hortons, Subway, the SRC, and
Sinclair Alumni, and HyperX.
And HyperX
Can't
too.
forget HyperX.
Of course, all great sponsors who help us do everything we do here, which we have so much fun doing it.
Absolutely. Also, to not miss any Saints action, follow us on social media, Saints Gaming CA on all platforms. We also got a new Academy account on Twitter, so a lot of action. There's a lot of Saints action happening every single day. Don't miss out. Follow the socials. We keep everything up to date there as much as possible, and it just helps put our teams out there in the open. And also, one more thing, we are nominated for Program of the Year, so don't be afraid to vote. We're the only Canadian team voted in, so it's a huge honor to just be voted in. If we can win it, we'll be absolutely massive. We've been making great steps here at St. Clair and growing the esport community in Canada, so very, very exciting what's going to happen here in the next few years, and we're going to continue going without slowing down. And with all that being said, we're going to have games tomorrow as well. Saints action every single day. Playoff weeks are around the corner. The most exciting action. We got ECAC League of Legends Academy tomorrow. And then we got NECC Rocket League playoffs. So 2 exciting matchups tomorrow. Don't miss it anywhere. Don't miss it for anything. It's going to be fun to watch. And with all that being said, thank you for watching. Thank you for helping me out today.
Of course, and
Jordan,
thank you.
It's been me, Theo, known as the Holy Juan, joined by
Jordan, otherwise known as J-Sauce.
Yeah, and with all that being said, come tune in tomorrow at 8 p.m. We will see you there. Thank you guys for watching, and have a good night.